time to prepare for this big matchup. Same formation, same snap. They're just going to run it again with Quillen. He is in the end zone for a touchdown. Carson Quillen takes the direct snap and falls over a few of his blockers into the painted area for 6.
That's what you call man football right there, Nick, okay? Basically what we're telling you, this is what we're going to run. You need to stop it. And that's exactly what happened there with Quillen.
You can see on the replay, they're running over that right side, that strong right side again, and Quillen just breaks the plane, getting into the end zone for a first score of the game. On to kick is Quentin Brandon, and the extra point is blocked. A big block by Justice Wallen. Quentin Brandon had only missed 5 extra points all season. They have that one blocked, so the score remains 6-0. We'll take a timeout. 8:22 left in the first quarter. The Green Devils score the Elizabethton Cyclones with their first possession on the other side of the break.
Shopping for a new truck? You're in luck, because it's Truck Month at Johnson City Ford, and we have nearly 100 new trucks in stock, ready for delivery. Plus, we have trade assistance cash. Come see us at Johnson City Ford or shop us online at johnsoncityford.com.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Shopping for a new truck? You're in luck, because it's Truck Month at Johnson City Ford, and we have nearly 100 new trucks in stock, ready for delivery. Plus, we have trade assistance cash. Come see us at Johnson City Ford or shop us online at johnsoncityford.com.
Possession, they get 6 points. Justice Wallen, though, blocks that extra point, so it remains 6-0 as the Cyclones prepare to see the ball for the first time.
Well, we got 8:22 left in the first quarter, and Greeneville came out and did what they wanted to do, and that was punch Elizabethton in the mouth, and they take down and score. They don't connect, obviously, on the extra point, so it is a 6-0 game. Now the question is, if you're Elizabethton, how do you answer? And we are about to find out.
Luke Whaley calls for the fair catch in the end zone, so this ball will come right out to the 20-yard line. That's where the Cyclones will take over, 1st and 10. Kenny, this is a Cyclones team, and I should mention both of these teams exceptionally good in the first quarter. In fact, the Green Devils were 144-0 outscoring opponents in that first quarter. But the Cyclones were doing something just as similar, also holding teams scoreless in the first quarter. Of course, that streak has now ended here this season. First down snap, quick out throw to Jariah Griffin. Griffin escapes the first tackler, getting up past the 25-yard line to about the 26.
And that was basically all Griffin that time, because that one was almost read perfectly and picked off by Greeneville, and Griffin was able to make a great move and pick up the yardage.
Talking to head coach Sean Witten this week, he said Griffin is not a senior, he is a junior, but he is their big play guy. He is the guy they look to for as a playmaker. This one is thrown over the middle and intercepted. Rhett Slagle throws it, and it is intercepted.
Thomas Lawler
with the pick. And the Green Devils take back over on offense. Or excuse me, that's going to be Drew Armbrister. Armbrister with the interception, his first of the season, and the Green Devils have a chance to increase their lead just like that.
The thing about Slagle got some pressure from the Green Devils, tried to get it away quickly, and obviously did not see Drew, the middle linebacker, there waiting for the pass.
Let's go down to the field with our own Kelly Grossfield. Kelly?
Hey, well, you know, it's nothing but excitement down here on the sidelines. Greeneville wasn't feeling too confident after that blocked kick, but you know what? They just intercepted it back. They said the ball is back in our possession. Let's go ahead and toss it back up to you as we get back.
Kelly thanks. Cannon throws a quick screen to Quillen, and Quillen just absolutely obliterates 2 or 3 Elizabethton tacklers, wheeling his way down towards the 5-yard line for a Greeneville first down.
You know, that was basically the same play that they did earlier. They just did it to the other side, and Zay took it for like 30 or 40 yards. This time, Quillen turned into a bulldozer man and just started running over the Cyclones. Now, if you want to fire up your fan base, that's the way you do it right there.
Just 5'10", 185, but he runs so tough. That's what Coach said he loves about him. He's going to get the direct snap again. Goes left, looking for space. He's going to be brought down on the inside. That's Eli Guess, among other Cyclones in there in the middle. Coach Whitten said those defensive ends get a lot of attention for the Cyclones, but the defensive tackles have really been crucial. He said they thought they played very well against a tough run offense at Dobbins-Bennett, where the Cyclones got a win. Said those defensive tackles have been crucial here in the late stretch of the season.
Well, Guess has been huge. He's had 43 tackles this season, about 6.5 for a loss and 1 sack. So he's played well for them up front.
It's going to be another direct Wildcat snap coming for Carson Quillen, except he's going to throw this one out into the flat for a wide open touchdown. Zach Chrisman was uncovered in the flat, and the Green Devils strike again.
You had to know it was going to be an RPO sooner or later, a run pass option, and as you take a look at the replay, you'll see that it was wide open because everybody bunched in the middle looking to stop Quillen, and looks like they're going to go for 2. Or no, I see him down there. Here's the replay. Nice pass, wide open, easy touchdown.
When Carson Quillen gets the ball, you're ready for a very physical battle. We got an illegal substitution, so that's going to back up the extra point attempt here. Greeneville trying to get someone on late.
That is the 3rd touchdown this season for Christmas. I guess it felt like Christmas to him when he caught that so wide open and walked really into the end zone.
Quillen showing off that pitcher's arm there, huh?
He can throw. I mean, listen, the kid is like a Swiss Army knife. He does a little bit of everything for them.
Brandon boots through this extra point, cuts it right down the middle. 13-0 Greeneville after the interception in short field. It's Quillen to Chrisman for another touchdown. And with 7:11 left in the first quarter, the Green Devils on top 13-0. More action here from Citizens Bank Stadium when we come back.
Great savings and selection at the all-new Champion Buick and GMC in Kingsport. Encore GX $2,000 off MSRP. Sierra 1500 pickup savings up to $7,000. All new Invista has arrived. Champion Buick and GMC Stone Drive in Kingsport. We'll leave you asking, how do they do that?
The best things in life are free. You know, the simple things. Things that bring us joy, comfort, and peace of mind. Things you simply enjoy. With Eastman Credit Union's Beyond Free checking account, that's exactly what you'll get. A checking account that meets your financial needs with no hassles, no hidden fees, and all the features that make managing your money stress-free. Experience the freedom of a Beyond Free checking account from Eastman Credit Union. Open your account today at ecu.org/free.
Champion Chevrolet now with 2 locations to serve you in Johnson City and Kingsport. We have one of the best selection of new Chevys with rates as low as 0% and discounts up to $7,000 on new Silverado 1500s. It's savings like that. It makes us Tennessee's #1 Chevy dealer and leaves you asking, how do they do that?
You are looking high above Citizens Bank Stadium at the Empire Ford drone camera again. And Kenny, again, we come to you after a Greeneville touchdown. It was the interception from Drew Armbrister, turned it over to the offense, and it's Carson Quillen, instead of taking it on the ground, throwing out to Zach Chrisman, and we find ourselves 13-0, the Green Devils with the lead.
Perfectly set up there by Eddie Spratlin, getting the Cyclone defense to think they're going to run it again and try and force it up the middle for a touchdown with Quillen, and instead finding his receiver out in the flat. And you know, here's the thing. I mean, 7-11, you know, if you're Sean Whitten, you got to tell your team, you settle down. This is not over. I mean, we still got a lot of football to be played. I mean, hence the Tennessee-Alabama game. So they have to settle down, get back into their game, and they'll be able to get back in this contest.
Now, this is an offense led by a sophomore quarterback in Rhett Slagle. As a handoff up the middle here goes to Mullins. He carries it forward for about 3 yards. We talked to Coach Witten. This is a young quarterback. Rhett Slagle, just a sophomore. He's had a couple of games, he said, particularly early in the season. He threw a couple interceptions, but he loves the way that this young man responds to adversity. He's come back time and again. He has another opportunity to do it here tonight.
I feel like we're part of the family. He played in the first game of the season against Science Hill, and he was so young. And we've watched him grow up and mature. Gets away here. Good decision not to throw the football. And he still picks up, about 6 yards. So that was a good decision there. One of the things that Coach talked about, Coach Witten, the last time these two teams played last season, they only played one time. Greeneville wins 21-0. One of the reasons why they won is Elizabethton was one-dimensional. And Elizabethton was hoping this time they would be able to prove to Greeneville that they can also throw the football and not just run it.
Certainly. Slagle has to escape the pocket. Zach Chrisman on the tackle. It's 3rd down and short, and a big breaker. Mullins across midfield. He's into the secondary to the 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A big carry for the senior, number 7, as he takes the Cyclones not only into Greeneville territory, but into the red zone.
Unbelievable run. You got to give the big guys up front, especially Rainwater and Smalls. Campbell able to open up that hole. Hayes and Green, and big gain. And you wonder now if this will wake the Cyclones up as they get down into the red zone.
Well, Kenny, you mentioned growing up with Slagle. We, of course, saw Zeth Mullins score 2 touchdowns out of the backfield for Elizabethton in that 27-7 victory over the Hilltoppers in the season opener. Another big gainer here. They'll go right back to him over the left-hand side. Gashing forward inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. We'll call it a gain of about 6 yards. It brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, they're going behind Green and Hayes. We're talking about 285, 275. Those are really the two. Yeah, other than Seth Campbell, 295 on the other side. But those two on the left are the biggest linemen they have up front. That's probably the side they're going to push the most.
Two teams have run the football exceptionally well all season. Mullins, not this time. Swallowed up in the backfield. It looked like it was Chrisman again. He had 9 tackles for loss coming into this one, Kenny. He can make it 10, and he has been in the backfield all season long, the senior.
Well, 3rd and 5 here, so obviously you can pick up a first down without obviously getting into the end zone. You have to wonder if they're not able to pick up, is this field goal territory or down 13-0, or is this you're going forward on 4th down?
Well, we did talk about it. Will Bowers, the place kicker, is certainly capable, but he's only kicked 2 field goals this season. Slagle dropping back, now looks out into the flat. He has his man open, but he's going to be dragged down in the open field. The pass was to Cam Baker. Big tackle there made on the boundary. And it's going to bring up a 4th down at about 4 or 5. We'll see what they decide to do.
Well, Elizabethton, as we know, they got a big man package, but it looks like they're going to kick it.
They will kick it, and it will be the freshman place kicker, Will Bowers.
Will Bowers to kick.
Bowers, 2 of 2 on the year, as long as just 26 yards. Snap is good. Hold is down, and the kick is good. Will Bowers boots through his longest field goal of the season as the Cyclones are on the board here, 13-3, with 3:57 left in the first quarter. We'll go to break. More action here from Citizens Bank Stadium on the other side.
Come see the country with American Tours and Charters and leave the driving to us, where your safety always comes first.
Veteran-owned American Tours and Charters features modern ADA-compliant motor coaches for up to 56 passengers. Now booking for 2024 with upcoming trips to sunny Florida in February, Mount Rushmore in the Black Hills of South Dakota and the famous Yellowstone National Park in June, and beautiful Vermont in September. Don't wait. Book today at AmericanToursTN.com.
Here at Kerwin's Volunteer Motors, we've managed to keep our prices below retail. We have 2 great locations on the Volunteer Parkway, just north of the Bristol Motor Speedway. We specialize in pre-owned 4-wheel drive trucks and SUVs. Don't forget about our great selection of Bentelli e-bikes. We also now carry a huge selection of Bentelli street legal golf carts. So come see me in Harbor for a great deal on your next four-wheel drive truck.
Get a real deal.
Welcome back to Citizens Bank Stadium here in Elizabethton, Tennessee. The Cyclones on the board, and Kenny, it was an important 3 points after the interception on the opening drive for Elizabethton. They go right back down the field. Seth Mullins with a big play, and they kick that field goal with Will Bowers. 13-3 the score here in the first quarter.
Well, it's like we talked about. Really, Elizabethton, just breathe. The game's not over with. We're not even out of the first quarter. It's amazing the numbers that we talked about. These two teams didn't allow anybody to score in the first quarter, and now both teams have put points on the board.
Both teams had not allowed a single point in the first quarter. They have both now done so. Kickoff is short, taken at about the 8-yard line, looking for a hole, and the Green Devils will wiggle forward to about the 24-yard line. Zayden Anderson there, taking it to the 24. That's where the Green Devils will start first and 10.
Of course, when you put points on the board, it creates excitement also on the defensive side. So we'll see if Greeneville continues to go with heavy. Quillen here. Obviously, they've got the defense thinking that he might not run it. He can also put it in the air as well.
That thought certainly in the mind now of the Cyclone defense. Corbin Cannon out there under center. 3 receiver set. Quillen to his left. Cannon's going to keep this one himself. He rolls out across the 30 to the 31. A nice gain on first down. He'll bring up second down and about 3.
Cannon, of course, a senior, is about 6 feet, 195 pounds. You know, this is a kid that's thrown for over 1,000 yards this year.
Another RPO, and this time it goes nowhere. Big tackle in the backfield from the Elizabethton defense. Ben Adams, the junior defensive lineman. 3 tackles for loss on the season. This defensive line has been critical to their defensive success.
Says it's going to be 3rd and 4. It looks like a long 5 to me, but the board says 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, whatever you call it, there's plenty of cowbell in the stands. Cannon in the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Rolls out to his right. Still looking. Fires. Has Quillen downfield, and it's caught for a first down at about the 44-yard line. Nice work on the escape from the pocket. Cannon keeps his eyes downfield and finds his man.
It's always nice when you can stretch the pocket by rolling out. That's exactly what Cannon was able to do, and he did find his man. What can Carson not do? We've seen him throw, we've seen him run, now we've seen him catch.
Coach said he's the only player, of course, on the roster this season to have caught, run, and thrown for a touchdown. He's done all 3 before he even came into the night. Now they'll spell him with Emmanuel Dixon in the backfield. Man in motion is Anderson. Cannon fakes to Dixon. He keeps it again. He's going to get pummeled over the middle just near midfield. That's Jariah Griffin coming in to make the stop out of the safety position.
Good keep that time. If you see Cannon take the ball, obviously he's looking off the defender, whether or not to keep it or pitch it. That time it was a straight run play, and he picks up big yardage.
Second down and about 5. Snap. Give is to Dixon. Dixon, nice cut in the middle, and he is still rumbling forward. Emmanuel Dixon versus Seth Mullins. That's going to be a fun matchup all night at the second level.
Nice move.
Dixon finds his way to the 41-yard line. Another Garza Law Firm first down.
Nice move that time by Dixon, creating something that wasn't there. And you're right, able to pick up the first down for Greeneville as they continue to push the Elizabethton defense down the field.
First and 10 from the 41. 3 receivers. Cannon with Dixon to his left. The give is bobbled and fumbled, and it is picked up by the Cyclones. Ben Adams, his second fumble recovery of the season. The mesh point just wasn't solid, and the ball came fluttering out. Ben Adams with a fumble recovery.
I think that was a broken play, Nick, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see it again if possible. But I think it was a broken play. I mean, you watch Cannon, like he's looking for someone to hand off to, and all of a sudden he gets popped by the Cyclones defense.
A little bit of a miscommunication in the backfield. So now each team with a turnover on in the first quarter, I should say. And the Cyclones will pick it back up at their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10. 3 receivers at tight end, and the give is to Holzer. Holzer trying to push his way forward. He gets 2 yards before he's driven backwards by that big defensive line.
Holzer on the carry. Tackle made by number 54.
It'll be 2nd and about 8.
Bishop.
One thing that the Cyclones do not want to do is to put themselves into a 3rd and long situation.
Bishop Merriweather in on the stat, the big defensive tackle. Just a sophomore at 6'3", 340. Pitch goes outside to Holzer. Excellent play by Emmanuel Dixon. Dixon was in the backfield, lickety split. Comes up with a big tackle for loss.
And it looks like we're going to go to, should be the end of the first quarter. They're going to get a snap off for that. They're going to come over to the sidelines.
That's the end of the first quarter. Your score, Green Devils 13.
That's the end of the first quarter there. A big stop by the Green Devils defense. Before we head to break, we'll send things down to the field with Kelly Grossfield. Hey, Kelly.
Well, that was a lot of action in the first quarter, a lot of unanswered points by the Cyclones. The Green Devils are proving that even though they're not at home, this is their field, and we'll see what happens in the second quarter. But, Elizabethton did try to take it back with a fumble recovery in the end of the first quarter with just seconds to go. So they're hoping to come back with a vengeance in the second quarter. But for now, let's go ahead and toss it to break before we continue our coverage here from Elizabethton.
Are you or someone you love encountering new challenges and everyday tasks? It may be time to consider Christian Assisted Living of Johnson City. Find comfort and safety in our secured assisted living residences. Here, you'll have peace of mind knowing personal care services are available 24 hours a day. You'll have the care you need when you need it, and opportunities for fun and personal enrichment. Don't forget, we're pet friendly too. Call to schedule a tour or visit ChristianAssistedLivingofJC.com to find out more.
Looking for top-notch roofing and restoration services? Look no further than Pisgah Roofing and Restoration. They're your local experts in quality craftsmanship and competitive pricing. From re-roofs to roof repairs, siding, windows, solar energy, and guttering systems. We do it all with a passion for perfection. Serving the Tri-Cities, Pisgah Roofing and Restoration is your trusted and local partner. Contact us at 423-930-9066 for your roofing and restoration needs.
Building stronger roofs, building stronger communities.
Welcome back to the start of the second quarter here at Citizens Bank Stadium. You're seeing the high above scenes from the Empire 4 drone camera. It's going to be 3rd down and long for the Cyclones. Kenny, Emmanuel Dixon made an excellent play in the backfield. So it's going to be 3rd and 12. Cyclones looking to pick this one up and keep the drive alive. Slagle back in the shotgun, evades the pressure. Escapes another tackle. He's still running. He slides down near midfield, and a flag comes in late.
It'll be late hit.
A flag comes in late. Slagle had already started sliding about midfield.
I'm sure that wasn't the play on 3rd down and long, but I think it's going to work out for him. He was looking long for the pass, able to get out of trouble, and looks like we're going to get a
targeting call. Yeah, it's a hit to the head at least. It's a personal foul. It'll be 15 yards. And so the Cyclones will keep it despite Slagle coming up short of the first down marker.
And, of course, the head referee is Larry Hutchinson. Some of these guys on this list have been doing this a long time up here. I know these guys. Remember when they started, when they were young.
A good, solid crew out here for a big game tonight. Slagle with 4 receivers and the back. It's a give to Holzer. Holzer over the left-hand side. Burrowing his way down to the 25-yard line. A nice pickup on first down.
And we've got a Cyclones who's going to have to come on. Kyron Smalls, his helmet came off, so he's going to have to come on. I didn't know what that was. I thought it was a fumble at first, and I said, oh, that's the helmet.
The helmet comes off. You got to come out for a play. And the officials will chat about something here.
Now, if they pulled his helmet off, he can come back in. I thought maybe that's what they were talking about.
I think that might have been the discussion, but he does stay off the field. So Slagle is back there. 4 receivers set once again, 2 to each side. After a big run from Zeth Mullins, it's been a lot of Caleb Holzer, 27 in the backfield, another senior, another two-way guy. He's to Slagle's left. Give is to Holzer again. Flag is down. The gain is short, but it looks like it'll be enough for a first down, pending the laundry on the field.
You would think right there that's either going to be holding or he got face mask. But we'll wait and see. Just a moment ago, we were in the break, and they were playing Cotton Eye Joe. I looked down, and one of the offensive linemen was down there moving, dancing to it, holding. And here's the thing. I don't even have to tell you what size this is. His name is Big J. So that ought to tell you a lot. Okay, but Big J was jamming, though, okay? But Big J.
Big J Moorfield was doing a little dance down on the sideline. Although a holding call will back up the Cyclones 10 yards. So to bring up 2nd down and 11. Three receivers set, a tight end. And Holzer still in the backfield. Slagle, straight drop. They'll set up the screen.
Nice.
It's a nice play. A big chunk of yardage. Rolling down to the 20-yard line is Cam Baker. And that's enough for a Cyclone first down.
Senior. So this is a guy that has been in the trenches, 7 catches this year, 146 yards.
Kenny, Coach Whitten called him the key to this offense. His numbers aren't the biggest, but he's 6'2", 175, plays some tight end, plays some wide receiver. He is very versatile for this Cyclones offense. Now Holzer barreling his way down past the 10-yard line. Another Garza Law Firm first down, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Cyclones.
That time, Cyclones going over the right side behind Smalls, who checks in at 210, and Seth Campbell, we talked about him earlier. He's a junior. He checks in at 295.
Some more cowbell action on the home side. The home fans still in this game. 13-3 contest here with just over 10.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Another run for Holzer, this time nowhere to go, right down the pipe. Big stop from the Greeneville linebacking core.
Holzer's got a nose for the end zone. He's got 5 touchdowns this season, so he knows his way around the office once they get into the red zone.
Holzer's going to come off the field there. Looks like he had a little hobble there to his step. So Mullins back in at running back. Kenny Armbrister with another tackle for Greeneville. We talked to Coach Spradlin. Of course, he said that this linebacking core is the spine of this defense. It's what holds it together. They're going to have to be that way again tonight. Mullins rolling his way in the end zone. Touchdown. How did he stay on his feet?
I don't know, but somehow or another he was able to get into the end zone over the right side. When it looked like he was down, he still punched it in.
Zeth Mullins, his 11th touchdown of the season, and did an excellent job just to stay afloat and get himself into the painted area. Bowers is on for the extra point. Snap, hold is good. Kick is up and through. So the Cyclones hang on, get that first down via the penalty. 13-10 is the score as Mullins punches it in. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Green Devils back on offense here at Citizens Bank Stadium.
Some of the hottest deals are happening right now, Bachman Bernard, right here in Greeneville. Look at the brand new Colorado. How about the Canyon truck? We've got them. What about Silverados? We've got those in stock. How about Sierra trucks? We've got plenty of them. What about the 24 HDs? We've got them also. Brand new Acadias, brand new Traverse. What about a Suburban or a Tahoe? And we've got Cadillacs for your selection. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet, GMC Cadillac, right here in Greeneville, where as always, I'm going to save you money.
Hi, we're Tom and Brenda Howard. We've been in the Dillo Taylor family for over 30 years.
And as new owners, our family is committed to the same compassionate service you've come to know since 1929.
Rebecca and I welcome the Howard family to continue the legacy of Dillo Taylor Funeral Home.
Our experience and desire to honor your loved one has made every funeral one to be remembered. Serving your family is our privilege and promise.
You're looking again high above Citizens Bank Stadium in Elizabethton, Tennessee, where the Cyclones have just crawled a little bit closer here to the Green Devils in this Region 1 4A matchup. Now 13-10 after Seth Mullins somehow stays on his feet and gets in the end zone for his 11th score of the year.
Well, Nick, we got a game now. There for a minute, I was getting a little worried when it was 13-0. I was like, surely this is not going to be a runaway.
Zayden Anderson fields the kick at the 6-yard line. Looking for space, he's not going to get it.
We got a flag. Looks like we had two players going at it.
So Kyron Smalls makes the tackle, but now we've got some extracurricular activity. 2 flags on the field.
And we knew that something like this is going to happen throughout this game. I mean, these are 2 successful programs, 2 big rivalries. Honestly, they don't really like each other, even though they will admit, several years ago, Elizabethton said they had to go to the next level, and they mimicked a little bit what Greeneville did, and it was successful. And they were able to win 2 state championships back-to-back. Really should have been a 3rd, but these programs are a lot alike. Now, what's going to happen is you're probably going to get a penalty on both teams, and it's going to be offsetting, and the ball's not going to move.
Well, we'll see, because it was a block in the back on the Green Devils, but it was an after the whistle foul, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Cyclones. So there's the block in the back, then a dead ball personal foul on the Cyclones.
So they're taking it back.
So they'll take it back the yards for the block, but then I think it's going to come forward 15 from there.
Again. Yeah, which they're probably going to be a little bit further, but not back, not far from where they were at before.
It all comes out
like they're offsetting penalties. Let's go. Let's move on.
It about comes out in the wash. The Green Devils maybe get 2 extra yards. They'll start 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Cannon is the quarterback. 3 receivers set. Quillen is the running back. He is going to be dragged down over the left side after a short gain. It's Ben Adams again, the junior, in on the stop.
I wouldn't be surprised, because they have run it so many times, especially with Quillen, if they don't go to the air again. Either a pass to him or either he throws one at 2nd and 8.
A physical battle here. Both of these coaches knew it was going to be that way. They wanted it to be that way. That's how they like to play. They've been keeping it on the ground quite a bit. Cannon up the middle. Quillen pinballing off the defenders down to about the 32-yard line. We'll see where they spot this ball and if they give him a 1st down.
The tempers are still flaring. I think the officials are going to have a talk here in a second. So we're going to have 2nd and short, 3rd and short, I mean.
We'll see where they spot it. The head official, Larry Hutchinson, is taking a peek. He's going to call it a 3rd down. So 3rd and inches from the 32-yard line.
It's 3rd and 1.
Elizabethton fans are on their feet, cowbells in hand. Same personnel grouping. 3 receivers, a tight end, and the back is Quillen. Quillen inside to the left side. He's just so tough to bring down on that first contact, and he gets over the 1st down marker. A Garza Law Firm 1st down to the 38.
That's just hard running. That's just running downhill. Doesn't matter who's in front of you. He's just running over guys right now.
Quillen over 100 carries on the season coming into this game. He is the workhorse. Although Coach Spradlin says he thought he had about 5 guys in the running back room he feels like he can win games with. 1 is injured, but he's still got 4 guys that he feels very comfortable putting out there in the backfield.
Yeah, he talked about that being really his deepest position, that he could go that deep, but obviously Quillen is the bell cow for him.
Quillen now lining up as a receiver, in motion, give, up the middle, pushing for extra yards. It's Bryson Myers, and Myers is going to pick up a sizable chunk, maybe about 6 yards before he's brought down near midfield.
Met first by Eli Guess.
Eli Guess making the stop there for the Cyclones and not able to take a running back. I've always thought, is that kind of demeaning as a lineman when you're not able to take a running back down?
Well, let me tell you, it's no sweat. You shouldn't worry about it too much. Bryson Myers comes in at 6'1", 225.
Oh, okay.
So that's a pretty big running back.
Hey, that is true. That's true.
A defensive end on the other side of the ball.
It looks like there was a penalty. Yeah. I didn't see
They are going to back this one up for a penalty. Admittedly, we didn't catch it.
No.
But instead of 2nd and 5, it's 1st and 15. So they'll back him up. They'll still go to the same spot. It's Myers over the left-hand side, spinning past midfield, down to about the 46-yard line. So Myers makes it up and then some as the Green Devils are rolling with another Garza Law Firm first down.
And that was a lot to bring down. I mean, he was running with authority that time, gets to the outside, takes a couple of guys with him before they finally bring him down. And another play that's probably not in the book for 3rd and 20, but that works out for the Green Devils.
They'll stick with Myers out there at running back and Quillen in at wide receiver. Quillen's in motion. Snap is high, handled, off to Myers.
Going to pick up about 1 or 2.
2-yard gain, but this is what both of these teams will do. They're very committed to the run. And so 2nd down and 8 upcoming as Myers will finally get a spell. No, he headed towards the sidelines, and coach told him, no, get back off the field. And now he will. Now he will get a breather.
Okay. I was about to say, you got to tap the top of that helmet. You let the coach know, I need a breather, man.
Darian Samples and Isaac McGill coming on as wide receivers, so they'll go a little bit more skill heavy on this 2nd down and 7. 3 receivers to the right. Quillen is back in the backfield. The give is to Quillen, left-hand side. Quillen not going to shed the first contact there. Excellent work from the linebacking core of Elizabethton.
Yeah,
a big
that was
stop.
Andrew Blevins.
Bryson Rowland also in on the tackle.
Let me see. This game is so big. We got people parked on the Tweetsie Trail.
They'll take them any spot available to park the vehicle to get a ticket for this one. 3rd and 5. Cannon holds the snap, looking over to the sideline for a little extra help. 5 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry.
Timeout.
And Spradlin will have to call a timeout. The play clock was really ticking down on this crucial 3rd down play.
Cyclone Nation would like to introduce you to our 2022-2023
So Greeneville.
There's a little confusion there. They got ready to line up for one play, and then they started talking to the sidelines. And as you mentioned, timer's running down. So if you're Greeneville, you would really love to punch one in with 5 minutes to go in the half and try and go in leading 20 to 10. Obviously, Elizabethton would love to get another crack at it to try and either tie this game up or go into halftime leading the game.
3rd down and 5 upcoming. And it's 3rd and 5. You could maybe open the playbook a little bit to make sure you get this first down, but it's been a lot of the same for both sides. It's been a lot of ground and pound. It's been a lot of Carson Quillen for the Green Devils in particular. He's back out there on the field as a running back for this crucial play.
I would have to think if you're playing defense, especially in linebacker, the first thing you have to figure out is where is this guy? Is he in the backfield as a running back or quarterback, or is he playing wide receiver?
3 receivers. Quillen is the back. Fakes the give. Cannon rolling out, finding an open receiver in the flat, but he is going to be well short of the sticks. Zach Chrisman on the catch, but he falls down short. It's going to be 4th down. And
you're not going to make a field goal this far. I don't care how good both of them are. In your mind, you're thinking, let's punt it, maybe pin them back. but they're going to go for it.
Quentin Brandon does have a 47-yard field goal for the Green Devils this year.
I don't know, Nick.
But even this would be a pretty long kick. I think they're going to keep the offense on. They trust this Wildcat formation.
Or they're going to try and get him to jump off sides.
Could be. Quillen in the Wildcat.
Nope.
He takes it. He's got plenty of room on the left. Can he break the edge? Breaks the tackle to the 30. Over the middle over a defender, I should say, to the 26-yard line. And a well-blocked play, and then Quillen just using his legs to make a play.
You know who he reminds me of? Okay, now don't get crazy now. Don't look at me crazy.
All right.
But does he not remind you of McCaffrey?
He's got the stature and the Swiss Army ability of Christian
Everything
McCaffrey.
that he does.
Hard runner, used in multiple facets of the game. And he picks up a big first down on a 4th and 2. That keeps the Green Devils offense on. 3 receivers. Crispin, the tight end. The give is not Quillen. He's going to get a little bit of a spell. It's Myers again this time, but he is a big fella to bring down. He falls forward for 5 yards.
This will be 2nd and 5. We got about 3:35 on the clock. And you would think if you're Greenville, you would like to run down as much as possible so you don't leave too much time on the clock for Elizabethton once they get the ball.
They've kept it on the ground for much of this drive, except for that 3rd down play to Crispin that fell short. Myers again. Still pushing the pile. He's not going to get to the marker, though. Just outside the red zone at the 21.
So now, once again, it's going to be 3rd and about 4, 5. I mean, doesn't really make a difference because once again they're in 2-down territory. I think. I mean, they might kick a field goal if they're not able to pick up the 3rd down.
Certainly within Brandon's range, but if they went for it there, you think that they want a touchdown here. Man in motion is Crispin. He comes all the way across. Give to Myers. Myers.
Good defense.
Crunching forward, but he's thrown backwards by a host of Cyclone defenders. Met in the hole, and it is going to be 4th down.
Yeah, he was met in the hole by Guess, and he pushes him back a couple of yards. Now Greenville has a decision as to whether or not they're going to kick it. I think it's 2-down territory.
Well, the offense has not come off the field yet.
4th and 3. I mean, let's put it this way. I've not seen them stop Quillen from picking up more than 3 yards the majority of the time tonight.
He's in as a running back, though. Cannon will take the snap. He stays on his feet. No. He's tripped up in the backfield and falls over. And it's a turnover on downs. Guess who? Big 82 Mason Ball, the senior defensive end, with the stop in the backfield.
Huge stop for Elizabeth in that time. I'm sure coach is maybe thinking later, maybe I should have just gone with the 3 and made this 16-10. But now Elizabethton has the ball, and they've got a 1:53. If you got a 2-minute offense, then you want to run it now.
Now is the time to use it. They have all 3 timeouts left. 1:53. They'll have to go just about 80 yards. 4 receiver set. Holzer in the backfield. Holzer over the left-hand side. Crunching forward for a short gain, maybe of about 3. 2nd down and 7.
You know, one of the things we saw a lot at the beginning of the year from Slagle was that slant over the middle. I have not seen it yet tonight, but I wouldn't be surprised if it could be in the next couple of plays.
The Cyclones really did take advantage of that. Middle of the field, of course, it's a big strength for that Greenville defense. We'll see if they try it. This throw does go to the outside, and it's going to pick up a 1st down. Nice play there from Jariah Griffin. Gets past the sticks, pushed out of bounds by Hayden Goat.
Good move there. Stop the clock after you pick up the 1st down. Still a lot of time. It's a 1:16.
All 3 timeouts. Slagle looks over to the sideline for the play. Four receivers. Slagle claps his hands. The give up the middle And eating up that first contact and getting out past the 40-yard line is Zeth Mullins.
I'm a little surprised because you haven't called timeout. Or maybe they just did. No. So now the clock continues to run. I mean, if you run the ball, then it's going to be hard to get into the end zone with a minute to go.
The clock down now under a minute. Still all 3 timeouts for the Cyclones. Mullins, left-hand side, trying to shake an ankle tackle from Quillen. He can't, but not before he picks up another guards the law for him a first down. The clock will stop as they reset the chains, but will begin again once everyone is set. The clock is rolling now at 45. Still no timeouts taken by the Cyclones. Give the handoff, stretching forward for a 3-yard, 4-yard gain, and now it looks like the Cyclones will take their first time.
31 seconds. I mean, I know Bowers has a big leg, but I don't think they're in his range yet.
Not quite in the range. We're going to take a quick timeout. Just 30 seconds left in this first half. Elizabethton driving and looking to take a lead into halftime.
Shopping for a new truck? You're in luck, because it's Truck Month at Johnson City Ford, and we have nearly 100 new trucks in stock ready for delivery. Plus, we have trade assistance cash. Come see us at Johnson City Ford or shop us online at johnsoncityford.com.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Shopping for a new truck? You're in luck, because it's Truck Month at Johnson City Ford, and we have nearly 100 new trucks in stock ready for delivery. Plus, we have trade assistance cash. Come see us at Johnson City Ford or shop us online at johnsoncityford.com.
Welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium. Just 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Elizabethton looking to try and get some points on the board and head into the halftime on a high note. 3 receivers. Slagle dropping back to throw. Steps up in the pocket, forced to run. He's going to be past the first down marker. He's going to get upended by Emmanuel Dixon. The ball pops free, but he was down. So it is a first down at the 41-yard line. 22 seconds remain. We'll see if they take another timeout. They do. A second charge timeout to the Cyclones.
Timeout, Cyclones.
It looks like head coach Sean Witten is pleading with the officials for another hit to the head call as Slagle was going to the ground.
Well, I heard the crowd all at one time say, ooh. You know, it's one of those situations, did he launch himself and crown of his head? And obviously the officiating didn't think so. I'm wondering now how much more with 22 seconds will we be in Bowers' range. It says as long as it's 26 yards. So he's still got a little ways to go.
You also wonder, they really haven't opened up the playbook. Obviously, Jariah Griffin has exceptional speed. The defensive back's very good for Greeneville, but is this a moment where you get the second half kickoff anyway, where you try and hit a play downfield to see if you can get into field goal range or possibly even score a touchdown here before halftime?
Well, I mean, first of all, I would probably go to the corner or to the outside again, hopefully pick up a first down and get out of bounds. Then you're probably going to be in range to see if Slagle can throw it to the end zone.
He is going to go deep.
Now.
Looking long, and it is deflected, undercut nicely by the defense.
And that was the slant pattern that we saw at the beginning of the season a lot from the Cyclones.
Thomas Lawler, wearing the 14 jersey, undercuts the pass, nearly had an interception. It was deflected up into the air, incomplete.
Or should I say earlier this year against the Hilltoppers. 16 seconds now on the clock. Well, surely you do it again.
Well, you wonder if that was the shot, right? Will they now maybe try and just pick up enough and call the last time out to kick a field goal, or will they go to the air again and try for a touchdown? Slagle rolls, dumps it off short into the backfield for Mullins. Mullins tripped up at about the 35-yard line. That final timeout from Elizabethton called with 8 seconds left on the second quarter clock.
And now you got to go for it, because you're not going to be able to get your kicking team out there in time unless you bring them out there now.
It's a third down, so maybe enough time to throw to the sideline and get out of bounds, but if you don't, that's the half.
Yeah, you can. If you want to pick up another 5 to possibly 10 yards, get up there and get out of bounds and gives your kicker a chance. Or you just say, this is not his range. We got 8 seconds. Let's try and take it to the end zone again. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a pass interference, and it moves it closer, and we can try and kick from there.
Bowers made both of his field goals at Dobbins-Bennett. He is just a freshman. The longest field goal, only 26 yards.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're not in his range yet.
So we'll see what the Cyclones will do. Both coaches still talking to their players. They really want to get this one right. Of course, the Green Devils don't want to give up any points here at the end of this half. The Cyclones will get it back to start the second half. Just looking for a little 2-for-1 from the guys from Elizabethton. 3rd down and 4 from the 35. Just 8 seconds remaining on the second quarter clock. 3 receivers. Mullins is the back. Slagle claps the hands, rolling out. Now he'll have to throw to the end zone. He does. It's just rolled up there, and it's going to be picked off by the Green Devils. A good play there. A good play there from Adarian Samples. Samples comes down with it, but it was essentially a last-ditch effort as Greeneville comes away with a pick, and this one ends 13-10 at the half. Alongside Kenny Hawkins, I am Nick Dugan as we go to halftime. Kenny, a big half from both of these teams. A close game, just like we thought.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear what the coaches have to say as they go to halftime and when they come back out. So let's go down to the field with Kelly Grossfield. Kelly?
Ensemble performers.
Oh, we're still working on finding coach here, but Kenny 13-10 at the half, like we said. Looks like the Cyclones might have a chance to come out on top after that first half of play, but instead Greeneville comes with the big turnover. Now it sounds like we have our Kelly Grossfield down there with head coach Eddie Spradlin. Kelly?
Well, that was an exciting first half, and I'm here with Greeneville head coach Eddie Spradlin. Eddie, how do you feel about that first half?
I mean, that's what everybody wanted to see right there, going back and forth with each other. You know, we can't kill ourselves on offense. We got to keep moving the ball and can't turn it over, but really happy how hard we're playing on both sides of the ball.
A lot of people were talking about Elizabethton's home field advantage, but you proved that wrong in the first quarter. I mean, the plans for the second half here.
You just keep playing hard and, make sure we're doing the little things that help us move the ball and keep playing hard on defense.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Have a great second half. When we come back after the end of the half, we will have Elizabethton's coach hopefully to talk about how they played and how they will play moving into the second half of the game. We'll go ahead and toss it back to you.
Well, that's Coach Spradlin there, of course, has to be happy with his team up at the half in a hostile environment like this. He said the offense has got to keep on moving. They've done pretty well at that. Of course, the turnover on downs was really the one blemish for the first half.
Well, you would think that the team that is pleased right now is Elizabethton. You fall behind 13-0, and things just didn't look good. You end up with a couple of turnovers. You get yourself back into this contest where now it's just a 3-point game. You get the ball first when you come out in the second half, so you have an opportunity to try and score and either tie this or go ahead.
A 3-point game at the half in a Region 1 4A regular season championship. Who would have thought it would be any different? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll break things down here at halftime. Stay with us.
Thank you for helping us celebrate 20 years in business.
Are you a sports super fan? Show off your love of the game with some new sports apparel, collectibles, and memorabilia from Fanatics 101.
Don't forget to pick up a copy of my books.
Fanatics 101, where fans become fanatics.
Are you tired of borrowing money? Do you want better rates?
To discuss fixed interest rates better than the average return on CDs, call me today.
Don't let Grandpa know he drove his car. Let's go play golf, Tommy.
At Citizens Bank, we believe in the communities we serve. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Northeast Tennessee, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community.
This is your game. And when you want to stream your game, slow internet won't do. Nay, your game requires the robust, steady speeds of Point Broadband fast internet and rock-solid Wi-Fi. Can't watch the game on cable? Switch to streaming on Point Broadband fiber internet. Catch football and other stuff with no waiting. Switch to Point Broadband today.
Homeownership is not out of reach with Preferred Choice Homes. As an independent, locally owned, veteran-operated business, we offer a wide variety of manufactured homes. Let us help you find the floor plan that fits your needs for a price that fits your budget. All our homes are built indoors in a climate-controlled environment and come with an extended warranty. We can help with finding financing and securing land for your new home. Drop by Preferred Choice Homes and take a walk through one of our models or check out our website to see all of our floor plans.
Fall is here and winter is just around the corner, so make sure you're prepared for any driving condition and a symmetrical all-wheel drive Subaru from #1 Wallace Subaru in Johnson City. Drive the award-winning Subaru Outback for $297 a month or buy with no money down and rates as low as 0% APR on the Subaru Solterra. That's right, 0%. Plus get the most money for your used car. We'll buy it for cash even if you don't buy from us. Tennessee's largest Subaru showroom, Tri-City's largest Subaru selection. #1 Wallace Subaru in Johnson City. Right on the corner, right on the price.
Thank you for helping us celebrate 20 years in business.
Are you a sports super fan? Show off your love of the game with some new sports apparel, collectibles, and memorabilia from Fanatics 101.
Don't forget to pick up a copy of my books.
Fanatics 101, where fans become fanatics.
Are you tired of borrowing money? Do you want better rates?
To discuss fixed interest rates better than the average return on CDs, call me today.
Don't let Grandpa know he drove his car. Let's go play golf, Tommy.
Welcome back. Halftime here at Citizens Bank Stadium for a big Region 1 4A matchup. Kenny Hawkins, Nick Dugan breaking it down here at the half. Kenny, a 13-10 lead for the visitors. But as you mentioned here before we went to break, you have to think it's the Cyclones that maybe have even a little bit of momentum, save for that last interception there on the play.
Yeah, I mean, it is all what they do with this first possession in the second half. You can make it work for yourself and take the lead or tie this game. Now, Greeneville, obviously, they have nothing to hang their head about. I mean, it was a tough first half for this team, a lot of it because of Quillen. It's just unbelievable. The guy plays so many positions, and he's effective at all positions. But if you're going in there and if you're sprattling and you're talking to your team at halftime, the one thing you're talking about is turnovers. You turned the ball over twice. That turned into points. That's really the big difference in this game right now.
Yeah, that's what he said going into the half and need to take care of that ball on offense. He stressed that before the game as well. On the Greeneville side, a defensive performance that was strong. Obviously, Elizabethton had a chance there to try and score going into the half with some momentum, and they squashed that out.
You know, when you take a look at the Greeneville defense and after really the first possession, you know, I think Elizabethton made some adjustments right there. A lot of balanced play calling, a lot of running, not as much throwing, but then when they did, they kept it short, and their guys were picking up about 5 or 10 yards and getting to the sidelines, and that's what they're going to have to do. It's really going to be hard, really for both teams just to overman or overpower the other team in this situation. I think we're headed for one of those games where whatever team has the ball last is probably going to win this game.
It could shape up to be just one of those, as you mentioned. Of course, both of these defenses very tough. We're going to take another step aside, but when we come back, continue to break down, maybe hear from some of the bands out there on the field at halftime. Stay with us.
So what keeps people coming back to Empire Ford?
The sales department here at Empire Ford knows my needs, and the service is excellent.
Integrity and service, that's why it's your Empire Ford.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 is so good, the crew is giving every combination code names.
I got that sauce biscuit and some tay-tays.
More formally known as sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes.
Bis squared.
Egg and cheese biscuit and sausage biscuit. 2 biscuits. I'm impressed Tyler knew what squaring was.
Cuppa duppa java.
It's 2 coffees.
Cuppa duppa java.
No matter what you call it, Wendy's breakfast is that breakfast. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Believe in the Smoky Mountains, the Mississippi River, and all the good people in between them. Believe in the corner stores, sidewalk shops, meat and threes, and mom and pops. Believe in doing things the right way, even if it's not the easy way. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee, we believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
So what keeps people coming back to Empire Ford?
I continue to buy from Empire Ford for the family-oriented environment.
Integrity and service, that's why it's your Empire Ford.
I would definitely recommend the Garza Law Firm to all my family and friends because he's always responded quickly and has always come through with whatever he said that he's going to do. Garza Law Firm is definitely somebody you want on your team.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Marco's Pizza serves the tastiest, freshest, and hottest pizza, pizza bowls, wings, subs, and salads in the Tri-Cities. And we offer delivery, curbside pickup, and carryout. You know you want to call us in Johnson City across from ETSU.
At Citizens Bank, we believe in the communities we serve. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Northeast Tennessee, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community.
Thank you.
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 From all of us here, we want to thank you for being the best part of Dempsey's Jewelers.
Ever since I met Marcos Garza, I fell in love with the way he does things. Being able to call him and, he'll be like, hey, I can help you, or hey, he knows somebody that can help me. He's willing to do anything for anybody.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Marco's Pizza serves the tastiest, freshest, and hottest pizza, pizza bowls, wings, subs, and salads in the Tri-Cities. And we offer delivery, curbside pickup, and carryout. You know you want to call us in Johnson City across from ETSU.
Hello, folks. We're at halftime between Greeneville and Elizabethton. Great game, great contest, but you know what's even better is great food. Once again, I'm joined by Chef Tony, and we've done burgers the last 2 times we've been with you, but this time we're going to do a pizza, right?
Yes, we are. So this is actually really simple. We throw the vegetables on there. We're going to let them start to char.
All right.
Once they get grilled up and ready, we'll come back, we'll throw our dough on, and we'll actually make our pizzas.
And how long does this take?
Like I said, probably 5 to 7 minutes just to get them soft.
Okay, and with me, I got to have some protein, so what are we putting on this pizza as far as meat?
We're actually going to make 2. One's going to be grilled vegetables with a red sauce. The other one is going to be an Asiago and chive butter with prosciutto, salami, and copa. And then we have these Cubano peppers and a little bit of Parmesan mozzarella. All right, so our vegetables are done. We just took them off the grill and broke them up. Make sure that everything's the right size that you're working with. We're going to start with our flatbreads. We're actually going to throw them right on this grill too. I'm going to throw them on upside down. A little bit of heat on the top side where we're actually going to put our toppings.
Okay.
Will just help us with those toppings kind of melt a little bit, get our cheese and things like that ready. Makes it a little easier to work with.
How long?
10 seconds, 30 seconds. It's a real quick process. Once we get them to start warming up, we'll actually flip them back over and we'll actually start dressing them. We'll take some of our Asiago butter. We're going to spread that on one of these. See, that little bit of heat just makes it so it melts a whole lot simpler.
Well, you don't put a lot on there, do you?
Not with butter.
Okay.
With sauce, we want to go a little heavier. With butter, we want to keep it pretty light. We have some fresh mozzarella pearls. We're going to sprinkle them on there and let them start melting. Our other one, we're going to flip that over, and then actually we have a fajita sauce. And those grilled mushrooms, it came with it, so we're going to try it.
Okay.
We're going to sprinkle that on there, get that ready. And then I have some grated mozzarella. Actually, it's an Italian-style blend. We'll put that on there, and again, we're going to let that melt for just a second. We'll close that for a second, then we're going to throw our vegetables on there.
All right.
We'll top them off and finish them. I hope you're hungry. So our pizza just came off the oven. We got them cut and ready to go. We got the Italian meat lovers. We got a vegetable. Feel free, try away.
And first, all these ingredients, the meat, everything,
Everything
Food City, right?
Yep.
All right. So that's something is. I got a hamburger, now I got your pizza. Let me tell you something. It's got that right crunch. That is good stuff.
Doesn't take too
that's
long.
good. I mean, it really is. Chef Tony, so good.
Amazing what you can do on a grill.
That's right. Let's get back to the game.
Life took a big bite out of the checkbook this month.
Hold on.
And then our old heating and cooling system needed to be replaced.
So we got a new energy-efficient Amana brand system.
Our Amana dealer provided us with several financing options, which was a big help. And we didn't have to ask for a contribution.
Not a dime.
Call John Leggs Heating and Air today for all your heating and cooling needs.
Thank you.
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 Thank you. From all of us here, we want to thank you for being the best part of Dempsey's Jewelers.
Welcome back. Halftime here in Elizabethton. The Cyclones trailing the visiting Greeneville Green Devils 13-10 at the break. Alongside Kenny Hawkins, I'm McDougan, and Kenny back here getting closer to the start of the second half. The Cyclones are going to get that first possession here of the second half. What do you feel like the message is from Coach Whitten right now coming out to the guys for that first possession?
You're still in the game. Okay, it's not over with. You were down 13-0. It's now 13-10. Keep in mind, these were two teams that didn't allow a score in the first quarter all season long.
Yes.
Okay, they threw that out the window. Okay, both teams score in the first quarter. These are two teams that are pretty similar in offensive numbers. One of them is 360, the other one's 343. So we know they can move the football. And the first half basically is kind of let me get to know you while you get to know me. That's what that was. I think it'll be a lot more open in the second half. I think we'll see more passes thrown downfield and a lot of more combinations behind the offenses of both teams.
This is going to come down to it, right? I mean, you win this one, you win the conference championship. And we talked to the coaches, and, of course, Coach Bradlin told us that, you know, they had maybe a couple of things the teams hadn't seen yet, that they were ready and preparing for this game. So, like you mentioned, a lot of ground and pound, and certainly that's the bread and butter of both of these teams. But could be maybe a couple wrinkles here in the second half. Should be exciting to see.
Well, whoever wins this game, you get a chance to play at home throughout the playoffs. That's what's on the line. If you lose this game, you're going to play the first game at your house. After that, you might have to go out on the road. So that's what's at stake here. This is the first time both of these teams have come to the end of the season unbeaten since 2016. So it's been a long time since they've been in this situation.
Yeah, two-story programs here, and both looking to get that home field advantage in the playoffs. The Betsy Band now in action down on the field, and we're going to toss things down there to let you guys listen in on the marching band.
of boring money? Do you want better rates?
To discuss fixed interest rates better than the average return on CDs, call me today.
Don't let Grandpa know he drove his car. Let's go play golf, Tommy.
Before the temperatures drop, make sure your HVAC unit is ready to keep you comfortable this winter. Climate Controllers is offering fast and affordable HVAC winter tune-ups to increase efficiency and decrease mechanical stress. Get yours scheduled today. Climate Controllers, serving the Tri-Cities for 24 years.
Sometimes doing what is best for our health is difficult. Choosing to have a colonoscopy is a perfect example. Colonoscopy can prevent colon cancer by detecting colon polyps and removing them. Other screening methods such as Cologuard may fall short here.
Here at Tri-Cities Gastroenterology, we try to make your screening colonoscopy experience as pleasant as possible.
We offer direct access colonoscopy for relatively healthy individuals, allowing them to bypass the initial office visit and come directly for their colonoscopy.
Schedule your screening today.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, it's our goal to make your experience a great one. Quick Stop Markets provide sanitized and clean stores, well-lit parking lots, a friendly staff, and a large selection of products. Thank you for choosing Marathon, an American-owned company. Thank you for choosing Quick Stop Markets, a locally owned company. It is an honor to be a part of your busy day. Stop in at a locally owned Marathon Quick Stop Market today, where we make it easy to run in when you run out.
Before the temperatures drop, make sure your HVAC unit is ready to keep you comfortable this winter. Climate Controllers is offering fast and affordable HVAC winter tune-ups to increase efficiency and decrease mechanical stress. Get yours scheduled today. Climate Controllers, serving the Tri-Cities for 24 years.
Are you tired of boring money? Do you want better rates?
To discuss fixed interest rates better than the average return on CDs, call me today.
Don't let Grandpa know he drove his car. Let's go play golf, Tommy.
Beautiful night for football here in Elizabethton, Tennessee, a Region 1-4A battle between Greeneville and Elizabethton. Kenny Hawkins, Nick Dugan here with you. Started the second half, and Kenny, this is a game that we kind of is playing out maybe how we thought. Maybe not the way it started. Of course, the Green Devils jumping out to a 13-0 lead, but now just a 3-point game at halftime. This is probably where we saw this one go.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a tight contest between these two teams. In fact, last year's game was kind of weird because it was 21-0 Greeneville. We talked about that earlier in the contest, the fact that in that game the Cyclones were basically one-dimensional. They could only run the ball and not throw it. Greeneville figured that out, and they took advantage of it and got away with a victory. You can see tonight, and I've talked about it before, how they have had a combination, used a little bit more imagination offensively, running the ball in between the tackles, and, of course, getting out and passing it as well. And it's paid off once they took that shot in the mouth. You know what Mike Tyson says, everybody's got a plan, right? Until you get popped in the mouth. And Elizabethton got popped in the mouth pretty much in the first quarter. But they rebounded. They're in the game. Just hearing Kelly just a minute ago, she says, I'm scared. Sean Wooden, because he just looked like he was ready to just strangle somebody at halftime. And I said, that's his look all the time. I said, he'll talk to you in the second half.
He is always locked in, right? Well, this is no longer a one-dimensional Elizabethton team. Rhett Slagle, the sophomore quarterback, has thrown for over 1,000 yards coming into this final regular season game. And not only that, but Coach Witten praising his sophomore quarterback for just how resilient he's been, right? I mean, this is a sophomore, hasn't been on a ton of big stages until this season, and he's come through. He's had a couple of games where he's thrown early interceptions like he did tonight, but he's come back, and he's obviously helped lead this team to an undefeated record.
Well, we know he can throw the football, and it was only a matter of time when he was going to run the slant pattern. Of course, they were going to the end zone at that point in time. But, we watched this kid grow up. I mean, really his first game against Science Hill earlier this year, he was just a baby. But, now he's grown into a man over the last 8 games. And you can tell he's a little bit more comfortable, obviously, in the backfield. Let's go down to the sidelines where Kelly Grossfield is with head coach Sean Witten.
We're about to go into the second half, and I'm here with head coach of Elizabethton, Sean Witten. Sean, what is your plan this second half?
Well, we didn't get off to a good start the first half, so hopefully get the ball right here. We found a way to crawl back in it, and guys are just being resilient. It's going to be a football game. we told the guys that we weren't going to win in the first quarter. It's going to take 4 quarters.
And overall, in that first quarter, there were a couple of mistakes made. I mean, what did you say to them in the locker room?
Well, we just got to keep our boys keep playing. We got to turn over. Things are kind of going our way just a little bit here. So we found a way to get back in the game, and we need a strong finish.
All right, Sean, thank you so much. Have a great second half. All right, well, you heard it from the coach. We're getting ready to start second half play in just a couple minutes. We'll go ahead and send it back.
I'm Dr. Greg Stewart, and at Watauga Orthopedics, we're counting on you, counting on us. Expert orthopedic care is available at our 3 easy-to-access walk-in clinics, in the operating room after an injury, and on the sidelines during the big game. Plus, our after-hours virtual clinic lets an orthopedic specialist evaluate your injury and recommend care right from the comfort of your home. Simply click Virtual Clinic at WataugaOrtho.com to get started. When you need orthopedic care, count on the experts at Watauga Orthopedics.
Looking for top-notch roofing and restoration services? Look no further than Pisgah Roofing and Restoration. They're your local experts in quality craftsmanship and competitive pricing. From re-roofs to roof repairs, siding, windows, solar energy, and guttering systems. We do it all with a passion for perfection. Serving the Tri-Cities, Pisgah Roofing and Restoration is your trusted and local partner. Contact us at 423-930-9066 for your roofing and restoration needs.
Building stronger roofs, building stronger communities.
Welcome back to Citizens Bank Stadium, and as we mentioned, Kenny, a beautiful night, as you can see on our Empire 4 drone camera here in Elizabethton, Tennessee. Just getting ready to kick off the second half between the Cyclones and the Green Devils. The home team in all blacks, the black pants and black helmets, going to receive the ball from Greeneville, who's in the all whites tonight, to start this third quarter.
This is going to be a big first possession, I think, for Elizabethton. We're going to find out if what Coach Witten said at halftime stuck. We can say that he did not strangle Kelly, but he was pretty direct and to the point that this football team just needs to stay within itself, and it'll be able to move the football against Greeneville.
Quentin Brandon booting it away, taken in the end zone, and in high school, if that ball reaches the end zone, you cannot take it out, although Luke Whaley, he wanted to. It
always cracks me up, because he started running out like maybe they didn't see me.
That's right.
That's how he was doing.
Luke Whaley wanted to take that one out. Instead, the Cyclones will start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line without a return. Cyclones had a chance to put points on the board right before halftime, and for all intents and purposes, threw up a last-second shot, and it was intercepted down inside the red zone. So a turnover, but really didn't hurt you because it was the last play of the half. Now the Cyclones still trailing by 3, looking to get more points on the board here.
So basically what they were doing is trying to get it close enough for Rhett to try and throw it into the end zone.
Screen pass here to Jariah Griffin, and that's pretty much, I think, how they started this game, Kenny. It's just getting Griffin, the playmaker, the junior, in space, and he does very well with that and nearly picks up the first down.
But, when they fell behind 13-0, they kind of got away from that a little bit. So we'll see if they do it more in the second half.
Looks can be deceiving from the press box. He picks up about 6, so it's 2nd and 4. It's this time keeping it on the ground with Mullins. Mullins over the right side, maybe a couple of yards, but that big Greeneville defensive front 7 able to keep him from the stick, so it's 3rd and short.
Well, before they came out, I was watching Will Bowers kick field goals. He can kick longer than 26. They still were not in his range before the first half, but he's longer than 26 yards.
They're certainly confident in Bowers. It looks like we're going to get an offsides call. Bryson Myers rolling his head around. He knows that they got him. He just tried to fight off the hard count, but instead he jumped. And so that'll give the Cyclones another free first down. It's their second one of the game.
That's the easy way. You love to get a first down like that if you're able to get any of the defensive guys to jump off sides.
So now 1st and 10, a new set of downs at the 33 for the Cyclones. 4 receivers, and Mullins is the back. Mullins is met, though, by true arm brister in around his ankles, and that's maybe a gain of 1.5. It's 2nd and long upcoming. Armbrister, a junior, 5'11", 195. He had 33 tackles coming into this one. He's already played a big role for that Green Devil defense here in the first half. Slagle claps his hands twice and then looks back over to the sideline, maybe seeing if they could get the Devils to jump again. Now Slagle back in the shotgun. Snap, looking right, fires deep downfield, and this one is going to be intercepted. The Devils saw that one all the way, an easily undercut route there from Thomas Lawler, his second interception of the season. And instead of points, it's a turnover to start the second half for the Cyclones.
That's going to be the second interception of the game. He's in triple coverage. That's just one you don't throw. Even though your receiver had a step on his defensive guy, you got to throw it over the safety that was waiting back there.
Yeah, they were trying to get to Griffin. We talked about it, Kenny, getting their playmaker in space. The ball just a bit underthrown, and Lawler saw that one the whole way. And so it's going to be Greeneville ball now, just on their side of midfield at the 49, 1st and 10. Emmanuel Dixon is the back, but it's Carson Quillen who takes the direct snap. So you got both of the starting running backs out there, Quillen on the keeper. And he falls forward for about 3 yards, a 2nd down and 7 as he crosses over into Cyclone territory.
On the keeper, mid first by Holzer.
Caleb Holzer in on the stop. And they're going to keep that look out there, Kenny. So Corbin Cannon still not seeing the field yet in this second half. Because why not? Why not have two of your toughest running backs out there?
Exactly. You've been able to move the football against the Cyclones defense, so yeah, don't change it.
This time Dixon is a lead blocker, but he is going nowhere.
I'm going to tell you something. Quillen went down bad.
Looks like Quillen.
He didn't go down right.
Quillen got kind of turned around.
I've seen that roll up before, and I hope he's going to be okay.
He is down on the far sideline. It was a big stop from Andrew Blevins, the senior, off the edge, but Quillen got kind of caught underneath, and as you mentioned, Kenny, rolled up. He looks like he's standing right now, off on the sideline under his own power. So he is up. Hasn't done a lot of walking yet.
No, yeah, you're right. I mean, he's up, and I don't see that they've taken him to the back. Yeah, he's walking back to the bench. So I guess the medical team can take a look at him. Hopefully he'll be back out.
I mean, he's a tough customer. Scary moment there. We'll see what we can get from him. 3rd down and long now. It's a long 9. Dixon in the backfield. Cannon rolling, looking, eyes downfield. He's trying to motion his receiver to find some open space. Instead, he's going to be forced out of bounds by Justice Wallen near midfield. So nearly no gain. And the Devils will be forced to punt after coming up with the interception.
Well, now what you're faced with is the fact that you are a completely different offense without Quillen in the game. There's really not any guessing at who's going to run the ball. And if he's not going to run, obviously, Cannon's going to have to put it in the air.
The Devils are on to punt. Quentin Brandon is the kicker and the punter for the Green Devils. It's his first punt of the evening. High end-over-end ball is going to be fielded at about the 16, and now a little bit of space for Luke Whaley. Whaley gets up to the 35-yard line, a nice return of about 20 yards. And so the Cyclones will take over 1st and 10 just past the 35. We'll step aside. The Devils punting it back to the Cyclones, and they have another chance to put points on the board here in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back.
Some of the hottest deals are happening right now at Bachman Bernard right here in Greeneville. Look at the brand new Colorado. How about the Canyon truck? We've got them. What about Silverados? We've got those in stock. How about Sierra trucks? We've got plenty of them. What about the 24 HDs? We've got them also. Brand new Acadias, brand new Traverse. What about a Suburban or a Tahoe? And we've got Cadillacs for your selection. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet, GMC Cadillac right here in Greeneville, where as always, I'm going to save you money.
The best things in life are free. You know, the simple things. Things that bring us joy, comfort, and peace of mind. Things you simply enjoy. With Eastman Credit Union's Beyond Free checking account, that's exactly what you'll get. A checking account that meets your financial needs with no hassles, no hidden fees, and all the features that make managing your money stress-free. Experience the freedom of a Beyond Free checking account from Eastman Credit Union. Open your account today at ecu.org/free.
Welcome back. The Empire Ford Drone Cam brings us back into this third quarter action. 9 minutes left here in the third quarter. Elizabethton has 1st and 10 just on its plus side of the 35-yard line. A big hit leveled by Armbrister. It was Mullins carrying over the left side. Armbrister in on the stop, but not before a gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I was about to say big hit, big run to pick up 4 or 5 yards. 2nd down for the Cyclones.
Cyclones, Rhett Slagle, the sophomore quarterback, threw his 2nd interception of the game to start that first drive out of halftime, but the defense forces a punt, and now they have a chance to get back on the board. Good pressure up the middle from the Green Devils, and Holzer is spun down, and a little bit of pushing and shoving going on at the bottom of the pile. Bryson Myers is down there, but it was those defensive tackles, Brandon Iizzi, Quentin Humphrey, in to pressure him to the outside edges where the Devils defense was waiting for him.
We haven't said his name a lot tonight. I'm sure the Greeneville would love to get him more involved in the action. Iizzi.
3rd and 6.
3rd down and medium along 6. It is going to be Holzer.
Well, good news. Looks like Quillen's back out there.
Still looking, and Quillen is in there on defense. There's a deep shot coming down the field, pushing and shoving, hand checking, and a flag comes in very late. Very late. We'll see. It looked like it was hand checking both ways. We're going to see which way they call this one.
Well, what was funny is I think the official threw the wrong bag, unless he was marking his spot. That's the reason why the flag came out a little bit late. Didn't turn around, basically stayed in his face all the way down the field. So this should be pass interference on the defense.
So there's going to be defensive holding down the field. It is holding instead of pass interference. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down. The Cyclones nearing midfield now, just on their side of midfield at the 49. And a good point from you, Kenny. Quillen back out there now on defense, so you'd have to think he's going to be good to go when the Devils get the ball back.
And it's good to see that he's okay.
Absolutely. 1st and 10.
Oh,
this play
man.
is absolutely obliterated.
It was blown up.
Bryson Myers was nearly there before Rhett Slagle had a chance to hand it off to Caleb Holzer. Tackle for loss.
Nice play. That's when you get into the backfield almost before the handoff is made. He probably could have tackled both of them. He wouldn't have got double yardage, but he probably could have tackled both of them as quickly as he was back there.
17 tackles for loss coming into this one for Bryson Myers. Far and away the best mark on this Green Devil defense. Slagle, they bring pressure to the Devils. Emmanuel Dixon drives the quarterback Slagle into the ground. No flag, falling incomplete.
Yeah, the Cyclone fans wanting roughing the passer. I don't know if you're going to get it on that. That was kind of close.
The officials are conferring at the back. I didn't see a penalty flag.
I don't see one either.
Now there is a flag. It might be intentional grounding. It is.
That's what it is.
From the spot. There was not a receiver in the area, so it's a penalty and a loss of down. So that backs the Cyclones way up. It's going to make it 3rd and a country mile. The scoreboard shows 3rd and 13 right now. It's going to be much further away than that.
The number doesn't go high enough. I mean, look at this. They're on one end of the field, 1st down's on the other. Let's see if they have this play. It's going to be 3rd and 31.
3rd and 31. What do you have in the playbook, Coach Witten?
I'm no offensive coordinator, but this is a handoff up the middle.
Snap. They're just going to give it inside and see what they can get with Holzer.
That's right.
It's not much. He does maybe get 3 or so, but the Cyclones are going to have to punt for their first time.
Yeah, they're going to put this in the hands of their defense right now. Try and kick it back down the field to put Greeneville on the other side.
Caleb Campbell is out to punt, the junior, for the first time tonight. Carson Quillen is back deep to receive for the Green Devils. As we mentioned, good to see him back out there after being rolled up on in the last offensive possession.
I don't know if you really want to kick to him.
Campbell nearly gets it away. I think that was deflected in the backfield. Trying to see what number that was. It looked like Noah Murray, the junior, getting a hand on that punt, and it wobbles down to about the 46-yard line. So good field position for the Green Devils to start when we come back. We'll step aside. Still 13-10 Greeneville here at Citizens Bank Stadium. The Devils will be back on offense when we return.
Hi, we're Tom and Brenda Howard. We've been in the Dillo Taylor family for over 30 years.
And as new owners, our family is committed to the same compassionate service you've come to know since 1929.
Rebecca and I welcome the Howard family to continue the legacy of Dillo Taylor Funeral Home.
Our experience and desire to honor your loved one has made every funeral one to be remembered. Serving your family is our privilege and promise.
Homeownership is not out of reach with Preferred Choice Homes. As an independent, locally owned, veteran-operated business, we offer a wide variety of manufactured homes. Let us help you find the floor plan that fits your needs for a price that fits your budget. All our homes are built indoors in a climate-controlled environment and come with an extended warranty. We can help with finding financing and securing land for your new home. Drop by Preferred Choice Homes and take a walk through one of our models or check out our website to see all of our floor plans.
Well, whether you look at it from the sky cam up there, our drone cam brought to you by Empire Ford, or down on the field, you could see Noah Murray get a hand on that last punt. It sets up good field position for the Green Devils to have 1st and 10 from the 46. Give inside is to Carson Quillen. Not much doing on that one. He gets maybe 2 yards, but the stout interior defensive line comes up big for the Cyclones.
Well, if you're Greeneville here, you just take your time. You got the lead. It's 5:41 to go in the 3rd. And what you're trying to find out if you can keep this Cyclone defense off balance.
Landon Hughes coming up with the stop. Landon Hughes is a tough object to move in there. 6'2", 275 is the junior. 2nd down and 8. Quillen's the man in motion.
Landing.
Fakes the give to Dixon. A quick screen out to Quillen is incomplete. Just rushed that throw a little bit too much, but it's hard not to when Mason Ball is bearing down on you.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but he had his man out there, and that's an easy pass to rush and an easy pass to not throw it correctly, and that was the situation there. So now we're into a 3rd and 8.
Mason Ball, 9 quarterback, hurries coming into this one. He is a big, physical, 6'3", 245-pound senior that comes quickly off the edge. And now the fans here on the home side finding their cowbells again for 3rd and 8. Quillen goes in motion to the outside. 2 guys go with him. Cannon got a lot of room in front of him. He looks like he's to pass.
Oh, nice play.
It's intercepted.
Nice play.
Jariah Griffin off the deflection. We'll see what happens, though, because Cannon was clearly past the line of scrimmage, and you can see on the replay the official throws the flag right away.
Watch Ball get that big paw up there.
Ball dropped all the way back to the secondary, and Griffin intercepted it, so it is a declined penalty, which means that the interception will stand. So Jariah Griffin comes up with a big pick, and the Cyclones will take over on the INT.
And I don't know if you heard me, but I said run because I knew he has already passed the line, and, he decided to throw it, and it ends up in an interception.
Cannon almost a full yard past that line. He's still elected to throw. Mason Ball, as you mentioned, Kenny. I mean, the big defensive end was 30 yards deep there to come up with a deflection. Jariah Griffin pulls it down. Cyclones ball. Give is to Mullins. Mullins trying but spun down. I mean, that Greeneville defense is hunter-seeker out there.
I'm wondering now, and obviously we got a player hurt. I'm hoping that it's just
looks like
I'm hoping it's just cramp.
I was going to say, I think it looks like he's motioning that he might just need a stretch out here. We'll hope that's what it is, and it is. He just needs a little stretch.
Yep.
It's been a physical game down there, Kenny, just like we thought, just like both coaches said it would be. Playmakers all over the field, but still, these two coaches, they love to go between the tackles.
Yeah, they do, and obviously, I don't think we thought this would be a 13-10 game with 4:48 going left in the third.
We're going to step aside quickly. 4:48 left in the third quarter. Elizabethton trailing Greeneville 13-10.
Life for Samir didn't come easy.
He's not able to write, he's not able to read.
But Goodwill gave Samir a chance.
Opportunities at Goodwill, that was the most exciting news that I had ever heard.
Today, Samir is thriving.
Took Samir under their wing to cultivate him, to develop him, to coach him to be what he is today. Goodwill is not what we thought. Goodwill is something above and beyond.
Goodwill, more than a thrift store.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Well, thanks to the Empire 4 drone cam, you can see just how full it is here for Elizabethton Greeneville. It's second down and long. The Cyclones still on offense. A give and a big pop there from Hayden Goad as Holzer barrels over Goad for a couple more yards. It's going to bring up third down and maybe a long 3 or a short 4, depending on how you look at it.
He's not that big, 5'10", 145 pounds, but he did exactly what he needed to do, and that was get low to make that tackle.
Goad, a former Channel 11 Player of the Week this season. 6 interceptions on the year, but as you mentioned, not afraid to stick his head in there and bring him down. Looks like going to be short after trying another run over the left-hand side. It is fourth down, signals the official. Fourth and a very short one, nearing on inches. We'll see if they'll elect to keep the offense out there. No, it looks like they're going to punt.
That's a hard decision. I mean, I think this is a smart thing to do. At least Greeneville's not even going to put anybody back because they think that the Cyclones are going to fake it.
Caleb Campbell is back there to punt for a second time tonight. He does get this one away. High spiraling kick. And it's going to take a big Elizabethton bounce. Greeneville getting dangerously close to it. Luke Whaley will down this one at the 25. A good flip of the field position there.
Campbell's punt will be down on the 25.
As the Devils, you mentioned, Kenny, didn't buy it for 1 second that they were going to punt, but they do. It turns out to be a nice one, and so they'll have to go 75 yards if they want another touchdown. Still no score here in this second half, and surprising to see these two high-powered teams maybe turn it over, but maybe on the same token, not so surprising by just how stout both of these defenses have been all year as well.
And pretty much how similar they are. I think that's a lot to do with it as well. I mean, basically looking into a mirror when you talk about both of these teams.
First down and 10. Corbin Cannon in the backfield. Carson Quillen to his left. 3 receivers. Floats a screen pass to Quillen, makes a move in the open field, but he's going to be brought down. A nice tackle from Zeth Mullins there on the edges of the defense.
One of the scariest plays ever for a cornerback is to be out there on an island by yourself, and you got to make the one-on-one tackle.
Zeth Mullins coming up from the linebacker position and makes an excellent stop there. He's known for that. Senior. One of those two-way guys that Coach Witten loves so much. 2nd down and 9. Cannon. Hands off to Quillen. Nowhere to go. He got lost in the pile. Maybe a yard. But the Elizabethton interior once again holding up quite nicely. And it looks like big Mason ball emerging from out there. And they talked about this, Coach Witten did. Andrew Blevins is the senior. He's come in on the edge some so that Mason ball can move to the interior because teams are running away from Mason ball at 6'3", 245. But it makes it very hard to run away from him if he can get onto the interior of the defensive line while Blevins provides some pressure on the outside. It's 3rd and long. Cannon drops, rolling. Goad in the flat. He's going to have to make a move, and Mullins comes up with a big stop in the open field.
Great stop that time by the Cyclones. Once again, it was basically 1-on-2, and Goad comes up and makes the initial stop after he was slowed down. So now the Cyclones have basically flipped the field, so they have an opportunity to come up with pretty good field position after this punt.
Just 3 yards on the drive for the Green Devils. And so Quentin Brandon is out to punt. 2 players back deep to receive for the Cyclones. Nearly blocked. That one came in hot. Whaley at about the 41. Whaley over midfield, sliding down near the 45-yard line, and already they are in Green Devil territory.
Tackle made by Thomas Lawler.
A near blocked bunt for the Cyclones that would have set them up even more nicely, but they'll take a 1st down and 10 at the 46. So the Cyclones offense ready to come back out, and now you mentioned, Kenny, that decision, punt, not to punt in your own end, very tough, made a lot easier now by your defense that gets the stop, and now you get the ball back already in plus territory.
Well, that's what you call smart football. You know, you turn the field, you go down there, you allow your defense to stop them, and now you have the ball at the 45-yard line. Remember, they were back there around the 25 on their last possession.
Slagle in the backfield, 3 receivers. Give is to Holzer, the running back. Holzer is stopped. That's Emmanuel Dixon.
Yeah.
Kenny, we were talking with Coach Spradlin, and he loves Emmanuel Dixon's motor. This is a guy who's getting multiple Division I looks at the linebacker position. Already has offers from Tennessee Tech, Richmond, Tennessee Martin, and Wofford, among others. This kid is the real deal out there in the middle of the defense.
Yeah, he's got 32 tackles this season, 18 of those for loss, and he'll hit you. We just saw that.
Slagle rolling, looking, finds Holzer. Holzer makes a man miss, putting his head down and getting close to the sticks. He's going to be short, but a nice pickup will make it 3rd and 1. How about a little shake from Holzer?
It was a nice shake, and it was a nice play by the Cyclones. Greeneville was lucky they didn't get a roughing the passer because they threw the quarterback down after the throw, but moving the ball to 3rd and 1.
That was Mullins, excuse me. 7 and 27. They got a lot of 7s out there, but that was Mullins with a nice shake in the open field, nearly picking up the 1st down. There's 7 seconds left, but they won't run another play. The 4th quarter upcoming. Greeneville still leading Elizabethton, but the Cyclones are driving into enemy territory. When we come back, more high school football action from Citizens Bank Stadium.
Hi, we're Tom and Brenda Howard. We've been in the Dillo Taylor family for over 30 years.
And as new owners, our family is committed to the same compassionate service you've come to know since 1929.
Rebecca and I welcome the Howard family to continue the legacy of Dillo Taylor Funeral Home.
Our experience and desire to honor your loved one has made every funeral one to be remembered. Serving your family is our privilege and promise.
Homeownership is not out of reach with Preferred Choice Homes. As an independent, locally owned, veteran-operated business, we offer a wide variety of manufactured homes. Let us help you find the floor plan that fits your needs for a price that fits your budget. All our homes are built indoors in a climate-controlled environment and come with an extended warranty. We can help with finding financing and securing land for your new home. Drop by Preferred Choice Homes and take a walk through one of our models or check out our website to see all of our floor plans.
This is Football Friday Night. The Green Devils versus the Cyclones. Brought to you by Food City.
Big J Moorfield is dancing the Cyclones into this fourth quarter.
That is my man right there, I'm going to tell you. I love that kid. He's been dancing the entire night.
He's got the vibes are high on the Elizabethton sideline, and why not? Threatening to score here. They trail 13-10. The final 12 minutes of action coming here. And Kenny, an interesting third quarter. Two really good offenses, but two excellent defenses as well, both forcing turnovers in that quarter. No points in that quarter.
Well, there's never really been a blowout. I mean, over the last 10 years, I mean, the 21-0 was really as bad as it's gotten. This usually turned out to be a close game.
Brandon Iezzi trips up Seth Mullins, but Mullins, again, stays afloat and gets over the marker for another Garza Law Firm first down. Holzer checks into the backfield to the right of Slagle. Two tight ends set, two receivers. The give is to Holzer. Initial contact made by Armbrister, and Holzer's going to get just a couple, maybe second down and 8.
Holzer on the carry, stop made.
Nice pickup. I mean, you go into, as you mentioned, 2nd and 8. You know, you want to keep it manageable after this one. You know, you could shot Greeneville because you haven't really thrown it that much. I'm sure they think that you're going to run it up the middle like you've done.
You have to think some of that is coming here for both sides, the way that they've been able to pound the rock inside. Slagle back, pressure off his backside. He does get rid of it in time. An excellent catch and throw. Justin Whitehead comes down with the catch.
Pass complete.
Didn't pick up a lot. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 or a long 5, but nice pass, pitch and catch. For the Cyclones.
I'm having trouble with the 7s. That was Holzer out of the backfield.
It'll be 3rd and 5.
It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Cyclones. 3 receivers at tight end.
Oh, they got him.
And Holzer is in the backfield, and that's the second time tonight, Kenny, that they've gotten the defensive line of Greeneville to jump for a.
And that's going to give them a first down.
First down, oh boy. I mean, it was 3rd and 5. They were right on it, and they're going to give it to them on the first down. These are the moments it comes down to in tight games like this. The Cyclones able to stay on the field and apply pressure to that Greeneville defense. We'll see what Coach Witten has cooked up. 1st and 10 from the 24.
These are also the moments that frustrate your defensive line coach.
Absolutely.
Is giving them a freebie by jumping off sides.
Slagle, 3 receivers. Give is to Mullins. The first one there was Brandon Iezzi, and then his teammates followed suit. A tackle for loss.
Mullins on the carry.
So now Elizabethton behind the sticks at 2nd and 11.
Iezzi with about 13 tackles this season, 5 of those for loss. He got 2 sacks.
Brings him 2nd and 11.
He is that big defensive tackle in the middle there, along with Quentin Humphrey at most times. But they like to rotate that defensive line as well. 3 receivers to the left. Slagle is looking that way. He's looking to the corner. Goad in pursuit. And really it was Jake Whaley that had to play defense on Hayden Goad, who almost came down with his 7th interception of the season.
And would have been the 3rd tonight for Slagle. But once again, just a little underthrown. Because he had a man in the corner of the end zone. And basically, if you're going to throw that pass, you got to throw it to the pylon in the back where only your guy can get to it.
Really a good play by Whaley to make sure that the ball stays in the hands of Elizabethton. That brings up 3rd and long. 3 receivers. Slagle's back to pass again, and that is another pressure over there from Bryson Myers. Myers has been at the back of Slagle for much of this second half in particular. Just speeding up that offense. And now let's see. I think they might bring out the field goal unit here to boot one through. It is Will Bowers.
It's 4th and 11. Like I said, I watched him at halftime when he came out to warm up. You know, he's got a pretty big leg.
He's going to kick this one from the 32. That should make this a 42-yard field goal. Spotted. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it is through. The freshman hits the 40-plus yard field goal to tie this game up at 13. So we are all knotted with just 9:06 left in the game. Devils on offense when we come back here to Citizens Bank Stadium.
Believe in the Smoky Mountains, the Mississippi River, and all the good people in between them. Believe in the corner stores, sidewalk shops, meat and threes, and mom and pops. Believe in doing things the right way, even if it's not the easy way. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Winter is fast approaching and energy costs are rising as much as 27% this year. Are you overspending due to old worn-out windows? Call The Window Source and talk to our experienced team who will help you save money today. We have many options to help you design the perfect replacement windows. We also specialize in siding and doors, making sure your home stays warm and cozy. With 32 years of experience, along with the highest rated warranty in the industry, we are the window siding and door experts. Call The Window Source today.
And welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium. A booming kick from freshman Will Bowers, his new long of the season at 42 yards, ties this game up at 13. And Kenny, here we are with 9 minutes to play, all knotted at 13. The Green Devils about to get it back. Kick is short, fielded at about the 10-yard line. Rumbling now over the middle, trying to shed some tacklers as Zayden Anderson will push his way to the 26. That's where the Green Devils will take over 1st and 10. And we've got an injured player down on the field. Looks like maybe another cramping situation.
Yeah.
Go
He's
home.
got his leg in the air.
Hoping the young man is okay. Still waiting to see exactly who it is, but looks like it might just be another cramp. So the Green Devils will set up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Just under 9 minutes to play. Still working on stretching out the young man down right about where the ball was spotted. So the Green Devils, when they do come back on offense here, be looking for their first points of the half.
Kyron Smalls.
Kyron Smalls was the injured player. He gets back up. Looks like it was just a little bit of a cramp. He's walking off under his own power. Good to see. So 1st and 10. Corbin Cannon out under center. 3 receivers. And Carson Quillen in the backfield. Cannon barks out the snap count. Give is to Quillen. Bounces it outside. Quillen across the 40. Across midfield. He's got green grass in front of him. To the 30. He's got one man to beat. Jake Whaley won't catch him. Carson Quillen into the end zone for a touchdown. 74 yards to the house for Carson Quillen as the Green Devils quick strike and take a 19-13 lead.
And let me tell you, the guy that made that happen as well, I mean, don't get me wrong, Quillen was huge, but number 11, Samples, out in front, makes the block there around the 10-yard line and allows him to get into the end zone.
Adarian Samples, just a sophomore from Georgia. His dad played football at Tusculum, Kenny. He's back here around the area and making big blocks for Carson Quillen as the Green Devils take a 7-point lead.
Well, if you would have asked me 5 seconds ago, there would have been nothing to report here on the sidelines. It's been a pretty uneventful second half so far, but not anymore. Greeneville taking that ball, running all the way to the end zone. That was an incredible drive for the Green Devils, and we're going to see if they keep it up, and Elizabethton is going to answer to that. You know it. We'll send it back up to you.
Scores of interest, 21. Dobbins Bennett, 21.
Kelly, thanks. It certainly a little livelier now on that far sideline, the visitors' side. It'd been a little quiet, Kenny. The Green Devils turned the ball over a couple of times. No points until an absolute firecracker of a play from none other than Carson Quillen.
Yeah, I mean, to take nothing away from Quillen, but it had to be a blocking assignment that was missed over there along the sideline because once he got past the first line of defense, nobody was going to catch him. And then obviously, as I talked about, number 11, Samples, make a great block. And he was more fired up, I think, than Quillen was as he went off to the sideline because he was the key in that to allow him to get into the end zone.
Quentin Brandon to boot this one away. It's Whaley and Griffin deep to receive. Whaley will have a chance to return this one. Slight bobble, then he stumbles. Now he has it at the 10. Gains his feet back, but a nice tackle out there on the edge. Cooper Johnson trips him up at the shoestrings, and the Cyclones will start behind their own 20. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 17-yard line.
Well, you got an 8:38, still a lot of time in this football game. No need to panic. Just go ahead and stay within your offense. You're down 20-13. Another score, and we're tied up again.
Cyclones trotting out there, certainly with big playability. You wonder how much they go to that big play if necessary. We've talked about it. Red Slagle has been excellent all year. Tonight, underthrown a couple of balls. You wonder how much they'll try and test the outer edges there of the Greeneville secondary. They do go to the air on 1st down, and it's a little in-slant route to Jariah Griffin, just trying to get the playmaker some touches. He's near that marker. He's going to be just short to bring up 2nd down and 1.
And that was a big pickup. I mean, 2nd down and 1. I mean, if you can do that on 1st down, 2nd down, I mean, you'll be able to move this ball up and down the field.
Staying ahead of the chains. Give is to Mullins. Mullins is going to get the 1st down. He's dragged down from behind by Zach Chrisman. But it is a Garza Law Firm 1st down at the 30-yard line for the Cyclones. Cyclones moving with some pace now. Not necessarily hurry up, but not going to the huddle either. Play action. Now he has to scramble. Slagle is going to dive back towards the line of scrimmage. He's going to pick up no yards. He might even have lost one on the play. Good pressure up the middle again from the Green Devils defense.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was looking to go deep and then he didn't see anything and he just tucked it and put his head down. I'm just not sure what they were running on that play there.
It ends up being a minimal loss, if any. 2nd down and a long 10. Snap is a little low. Handled by Slagle. Out into the flat for Holzer and a big open field tackle. My goodness, Drew Armbrister. Have yourself a day, young man. A nice tackle in the open field, and that is a loss.
I felt that up here.
Those linebackers so key for this Greeneville defense. Coach Spradlin didn't want to get off our Zoom call this week without talking about his linebackers.
And he says that Drew is like the spine. I think we talked about that. He's like the spine of this defense from that linebacker position.
Play action. Another of those in-breaking slants to Griffin. He gets into the 35, but that's it. It's still going to be 5 yards short of the line to gain.
They're going to send the punting team on.
Looks like they are going to send that punt team on. Caleb Campbell trots back out there. 6:23 and ticking remaining in this game. So putting it on the defense to get them this ball back. Campbell to punt, Quillen to receive with his heels on about the 33-yard line. Good pressure up the middle, and it looks like it was blocked again. The punt only travels about 5 yards.
He must just barely touched it. It looked like he stuck his arm in there, but I didn't know if he'd gotten the ball.
Zach Chrisman was in there, and it is hard to tell from this angle if he got a piece or if it just shook the punter enough to throw off his trajectory.
That was huge. Now you turn the ball over to Greeneville on downs, and now they got a short field to work with. 5:59 to go in the game. They know with that little of time, another score, it's going to be hard to come back from.
Greeneville leading by 7. What will they do? They've been very effective on the ground. Could they chew up some clock and punch another one in here to make it very uncomfortable for the home squad? Cannon with Quillen to his right. It's an inside give, and Quillen bounces it outside nicely, spinning and pushed out of bounds inside the 35 down to the 33. So a pickup of about 5 on the play.
Forced out of bounds by Rowland.
Bryson Rowland on the tackle.
I'm sure Coach Spratlin is thinking, the last thing we want you to do is go out of bounds. Okay, stay in the field of play so we can milk a little bit more clock.
They'd like to get a first down, they'd like to score, but they'd like to do it all while staying in bounds. Quillen, nice little jitterbug move in the hole. Still a good work from the defense to limit him to just about 2 or 3 yards. So it is going to be third down as that clock continues to roll under 5.5 minutes.
And I don't know if Cannon is still in the game. It tells me they're going to go a little wildcat. They're going to keep the ball in the hands of your best player, Quillen, to try and pick up this first down.
Quillen will be the one to receive this snap, and they're going to go Quillen and Myers this time. Bryson Myers has had some time in the backfield. Quillen, it's a straight give, and it's going nowhere. In fact, backwards.
Great defense.
A huge stop led by the interior of that Cyclones defense, and that brings up fourth down, and I think he did, Kenny. I think Quillen lost maybe about a half a yard.
Well, you got to go for it. I mean, their kicker not going to be able to make it from here. It's making about a 42, 43-yard field goal. But now you've got a 4th and 3. It looks like they're going to let the time run down before they call a timeout.
It looks like Quentin Brandon is pacing the sideline.
Oh, I see him warming up.
And could come in to kick what would be a very lengthy field goal. Of course, we did mention he has hit from 47 this year.
Well, if he's hit from 47, this is his range.
We're going to take a quick step aside. A big decision coming on fourth down for the Green Devils with 4:23 to play, up 7 in Elizabethton. We'll be right back.
It's truck season at Champion Chevrolet, Tennessee's #1 Chevy dealer with 0% financing and massive savings. 24 tracks, $21,495, 23 25 HD, 56,045, 23 Colorado, 31,585. Champion Chevrolet, Kingsport and Johnson City, where we'll leave you asking, how do they do that?
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, it's our goal to make your experience a great one. Quick Stop Markets provide sanitized and clean stores, well-lit parking lots, a friendly staff, and a large selection of products. Thank you for choosing Marathon, an American-owned company. Thank you for choosing Quick Stop Markets, a locally owned company. It is an honor to be a part of your busy day. Stop in at a locally owned Marathon Quick Stop Market today, where we make it easy to run in when you run out.
Great savings and selection at the all-new Champion Buick and GMC in Kingsport.
Encore GX $2,000 off MSRP. Sierra 1,500 pickup savings up to $7,000. All new Invista has arrived. Champion Buick and GMC, Stella Drive, and Kingsport. We'll leave you asking, how do they do that?
The 38, it's going to be a 48-yard field goal.
48.
This would be his long. Welcome back. Greeneville is elected to kick a field goal. Quentin Brandon is out there. It's a 48-yard field goal. It would be his long of the season. It is on its way, and it is good.
Wow.
With room to spare, Quentin Brandon knocks through a 48-yarder to put the Devils up 23-13 with 4:17 to play.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 is so good, the crew is giving every combination code names.
I got that sauce biscuit and some tay-tays.
More formally known as sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes.
Bis squared.
Egg and cheese biscuit and sausage biscuit. 2 biscuits. I'm impressed Tyler knew what squaring was.
Cup of double java.
It's 2 coffees.
Cup of double java.
No matter what you call it, Wendy's breakfast is that breakfast. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
The Empire Ford drone cam can show you perhaps that Quentin Brandon's 48-yard field goal has just injected a jolt of energy that has seemed to reach a few young ones here over on the Elizabethton side. I mean, we've got some people juiced up for the finish of this one.
This little kid does anything. He's been jamming all night. Big kick that time by Greeneville. 10-point lead, 23-13, 4:17 on the clock. Obviously, if you're Elizabethton, whether you want to or not, you're going to have to put it in the air and try and score quickly.
Quentin Brandon, after the 48-yarder, touchback, no problem. So first down and 10 for the Cyclones at their own 20.
What a kick. I mean, really, what a kick. And you're right, he had a little bit more to spare.
His long of the season by about a yard by our unprecise measurement, but it looked to be about 48. His long was 47 coming on the year. I mean, it was a huge spot in a huge game to give his team a double-digit lead. They will go to the air. Empty set. Slagle is back, escapes to the right. Bryson Myers again forcing him to just throw it away. He's been in the backfield for much of the evening. Slagle could do nothing but just toss it out of bounds.
And now, since Greeneville knows that you're going to have to put it in the air, they can pretty much lay their ears back and come after you, if you're Slagle.
Chrisman and Myers, it's pin your ears back and get to the quarterback. Both of those guys combining for 5 sacks so far on the season.
And now we're going to go back 5 more yards.
A little bit of an early movement there. That looks like it's Corey Green, the left tackle, a senior. Wasn't quite up to date on the snap count.
Ball start on the Cyclones.
So that'll back him up 5 more yards. Second down and 15 coming from the 15-yard line. Four receivers. Slagle with Holzer to his left. Slagle steps up, finds a man open over the middle of the field. It's complete, close to the sticks.
I think it's going to be enough for
a first down.
Yeah, nice pass.
There he is, Cam Baker, the senior at 6'2", 175. Nestles into a nice little spot over the middle and picks up a huge first down. They're going quickly, 5 receiver set, empty backfield, low snap, handled, quick screen to Jariah Griffin. Griffin runs out of real estate. Emmanuel Dixon will do that to you. Picks up maybe 3 yards, a second down and 7 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Empty again for the Cyclones. That means the defensive ends are coming, and here they come. Slagle under duress, thrown to the ground. The ball nearly knocked out of his hand before he threw it, but I think he did manage to get it away before Bryson Myers again was at his heels.
He looked a little bit like Michael Myers right now. I mean, every time you turn around, he's in the backfield. I mean, that's what Slagle's seeing. I mean, you got to watch this kid. He's unbelievable.
Yeah, Slagle could be seeing Myers in his nightmares.
Exactly.
For the rest of the week. He does get it away, so third down, no yards lost. It's 3rd and 8. Four receivers, and Holzer is the back. Slagle looking left. Now he throws to Mullins in the flat, but he's going to be tripped up. Christman with another nice play in the open field.
So do you go for it on 4th? Because if you don't get it, this is game.
3:17 and ticking, and it looks like the Cyclones have deemed this a must-go territory.
I agree. You got to go for it here because you might not get it back if you give it back to him.
4th and 5 from the 36. Slagle drops, looking over the middle. He airmails it for Jariah Griffin. It falls incomplete. Griffin looked like he might have had a little pocket of space there, but the pressure gets to Slagle. He lost it just a bit too high, and it's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, overthrew the pass, couldn't step into it, started to hear footsteps. I don't blame the young man, and this time it wasn't even Myers, but he had a big lineman coming at him as he got rid of the ball, and he just airmailed it. Now leaves 2:58 on the clock, and the Elizabethton faithful is starting to hit the door with the score 23-13.
This Elizabethton defense has been stingy, so to say that this one is completely over may not be the case. So still all 3 timeouts for the Cyclones. Give is to Quillen. He'll carry over the 35 to about the 34. 2nd down and 7.
Well, they're going to have to prevent them, obviously, from picking up a first down. I mean, if they pick up a first down, they can pretty much salt it away. Because at some point, Coach Whitten is going to have to start using his timeouts.
He didn't use one there, and so, of course, Greeneville's going to let this run down just about as far as they can. They'll get it to about 2:10 before they have to take the 2nd down snap. Cannon in the backfield. Quillen to his left. Cannon's going to keep it. Makes one man miss. Now getting to the edge. This one's definitely going to come back. A late hit there on Cannon, but this is definitely going to be a hold on the exterior there from Adarian Samples. Looks like he's going to be the guilty party.
No, the only bad thing about that is if you're Greeneville,
holding on the Green Devils,
you have a penalty, but you ran off a bunch of time. I mean, even though the clock is stopped right here.
True, the clock does stop, but, I mean, they've gotten it down to 2:08. Of course, it's going to be 2nd and, about 17 after the 10-yard holding penalty.
So now it's going to be 2nd.
No, it's
going
to be 2nd and 12, excuse me.
Oh,
it's just a 5-yard penalty, I suppose.
And once again, clock started up again, so they're going to let it run as long as possible. I can see Coach Whitten looking at the clock now. He's standing right beside the official.
No doubt they're going to want to try and stop this clock if they can. Whistles, delay of game on the offense. So they really ran it down a little bit too far. And so that'll back them up even further here. 2nd down, and now 2nd down and about 17. The clock stopped at 1:41. 3 receivers. But the guy you want to look out for is Carson Quillen. Bobbles it for a moment. Then he breaks free into the 2nd level. He is going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 26. So a big game, but he does go out of bounds. So it should stop the clock at 1:34. But what an effort from Quillen to weave his way through the defense to find his way to the sticks. And they're going to give him a Garza Law Firm first down.
Yeah, and one thing I mentioned, I said they can't get a first down here because now they can take it all the way down. And I know Coach Witten has his 3 timeout. I don't know if he uses it. I mean, you're down 10 at 1:34. I think he's waiting to see if they would pick up this first down.
Yeah. Well, right, exactly. You might as well wait until you have him backed up. And Quillen obviously bails him out of a big hole. And now they're just going to take a knee.
Yeah, he's not going to call time. He has already taken his headset off.
Corbin Cannon takes a knee, and the clock is stopped for a moment. Now it's running. I think the clock operator assumed that Coach Witt was going to take a timeout, but you're right, Kenny. He's already taken his headset off.
Yeah, he's already taken it off. This one is out of their reach tonight. No, here's the thing. We talked about this from 4 o'clock to 6. These two teams will probably meet each other again in a couple of weeks in the playoffs, only this time it's going to be at Greeneville.
It's looking that way as Cannon takes another knee, the clock ticking below 1 minute now. They are going to have to take one more snap before this is official.
Hey, let me say this. I'm going to give Coach Witten some props. Okay, that's class. I hate guys that sit there and use all their timeouts, even though it's really out of reach, with a minute to go. Now, if he was going to take them, he probably should have done it when it was like 3-4 minutes left in the game. But at a minute to go and you're down 10, I mean, it's basically out of reach. So I'm glad he didn't use all his timeouts.
And the celebration begins on the visitor's sideline as Greeneville comes into Elizabethton and knocks the Cyclones from the rank of the unbeatens.
But to thank you for attending tonight's game, the Cyclones will be at home for the first round of the region playoff game.
The clock will hit zeros here in moments. The team's already lining up to shake hands. And it is officially final. Greeneville moves to 8-0 on the season. The Cyclones drop to 7-1 as the guests storm in here to Citizens Bank and come away with a 23-13 win.
Well, it's kind of what we expected. We knew it was going to be a tight game, and we didn't know if it was going to be high scoring or low. You take a look at the difference now. Greeneville jumps out to a 13-0 lead, and then they allowed the Cyclones to come back in this contest, and then Greeneville off one big run, really, by Quillen, who was just unbelievable. His numbers have to be, because he had 2 touchdowns and he threw for 1. So he's got a lot of yards rushing and throwing. I mean, that was the difference in this game, was Quillen for Greeneville.
And it looks like our own Kelly Grossfield has been able to track down Eddie Spradlin after a big win here on the road. Kelly?
Hey, make sure you get our guys down there.
Yeah, I'm here with Greeneville head coach Eddie Spradlin. I mean, an incredible win. You guys are undefeated in the regular season. How does tonight feel?
It's unreal. What a group of guys and how hard they play. I couldn't be more proud of those guys and my coaches. They really worked their butts off this week. And to go and play a team like that, a really outstanding football team, and be able to come out on top, that's big for this school.
And this is a huge region, a big win for you guys. I know you're hoping to go on to states. What is the goal moving forward in the playoffs?
We just want to be 1-0 every week and just continue to get better. And if we can play like that and play with that energy and keep on playing hard, I think we got a chance to, just be all I'm worried about is 1-0 next week.
All right. Well, great game, Coach. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you. Go Devils.
All right. We're going to send it back up to you guys in the booth after this Green Devil win.
All right, Kelly, thank you so much. 23-13 is your final. And Kenny, he talked about, Coach Spradlin did there, just the energy and really a couple of big plays sparking what ended up being a little bit of energy momentum for the Devils there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, basically his team did not panic in the second half. I mean, even though they knew that Elizabethton had the momentum going into halftime, being down by only 3, sometimes it only takes one big play. And that big play by Quillen along the sideline to score, along with the great blocking downfield by Samples. That's basically all you need. This was kind of a sloppy game, really, when you think about it. Now, Elizabethton was off last week. Greeneville did play, but we had a lot of interceptions and a lot of fumbles. I'm sure those are things they want to clear up before we get into the playoffs.
A couple turnovers, a couple of great defenses, two really great teams, and of course, we can't go off without Quentin Brandon's 48-yard field goal, another huge play. Obviously, that gave the Devils that 10-point advantage. We're going to take a break. We'll be back one quick time to break all this down after a 23-13 Greeneville win. Stay with us.
So what keeps people coming back to Empire Ford?
I like Empire Ford. They are family owned and they give back to the community.
Integrity and service, that's why it's your Empire Ford.
Before the temperatures drop, make sure your HVAC unit is ready to keep you comfortable this winter. Climate Controllers is offering fast and affordable HVAC winter tune-ups to increase efficiency and decrease mechanical stress. Get yours scheduled today. Climate Controllers, serving the Tri-Cities for 24 years.
This is your game. And when you want to stream your game, slow internet won't do. Nay, your game requires the robust, steady speeds of Point Broadband fast internet and rock-solid Wi-Fi. Can't watch the game on cable? Switch to streaming on Point Broadband fiber internet. Catch football and other stuff with no waiting. Switch to Point Broadband today.
Sometimes doing what is best for our health is difficult. Choosing to have a colonoscopy is a perfect example. Colonoscopy can prevent colon cancer by detecting colon polyps and removing them. Other screening methods such as Cologuard may fall short here.
Here at Tri-Cities Gastroenterology, we try to make your screening colonoscopy experience as pleasant as possible.
We offer direct access colonoscopy for relatively healthy individuals, allowing them to bypass the initial office visit and come directly for their colonoscopy.
Schedule your screening today. Before the temperatures drop, make sure your HVAC unit is ready to keep you comfortable this winter. Climate Controllers is offering fast and affordable HVAC winter tune-ups to increase efficiency and decrease mechanical stress. Get yours scheduled today. Climate Controllers, serving the Tri-Cities for 24 years.
So what keeps people coming back to Empire Ford?
The sales department here at Empire Ford knows my needs and the service is excellent.
Integrity and service, that's why it's your Empire Ford.
Welcome back to Citizens Bank Stadium. Final here from Elizabethton. Greeneville stays unbeaten. Elizabethton unbeaten no longer. 23-13. The Green Devils get the victory. And Kenny just handed a couple of stats from the winning team here. Impressive numbers. We knew Carson Quillen's numbers were going to be good. 24 carries for 159 yards. Wow. 2 rushing touchdowns. And, of course, he threw one as well. And a big kick from Quentin Brandon. 48 yards, the 4th longest in Green Devil football history.
And we don't even have the numbers as far as what he did on defense when it comes to Carson Quillen. Exactly. Because he also was effective on defense. But you're right, the kick was impressive, 48 yards. He came in, his longest was 46, a new long for him. Even though that wasn't what put them over for the win, it pretty much was the dagger in Elizabethton when it made it a 10-point game with only about 4 minutes to play.
Yeah, sealing the deal. Now looking ahead, playoff time is upon us, Kenny, and of course this one was big. The Green Devils will now have that home field in Region 1 4A at 8-0, but certainly Elizabethton at 8-1, still a lot to play for, and as you mentioned, certainly these two teams could see each other again very soon.
And like I mentioned, you've got one team that will play at home throughout the playoffs, the other team that will play the first game, and then after that will probably hit the road. So that means that these two teams play again, they'll meet each other at Burley Stadium in Greeneville.
All right, we'll be there to cover it all. And, of course, we'll have highlights of this game here tonight on Touchdown Friday night in just a little while over on News Channel 11. Thank you to everyone who has made these broadcasts this season possible, certainly here tonight, but throughout the season, all of our staff behind the scenes. Thank you to our sponsors as well. Just been a really fun season of high school football and looking forward to continuing in the playoffs.
Can't wait to next year, especially if we have games like this.
I can't wait. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We hope you have a great rest of your evening. Again, tune in to News Channel 11 for Touchdown Friday night, all your highlights, and wrapping up the day that was in high school football. For Kenny Hawkins and everybody else behind the scenes, I'm Nick Dugan saying so long from Elizabethton.